Previously on Raiders of Novus, I don't remember what happened, so I'm just
So we're just gonna play and hope it works out.
You guys had a run-in with the supposed Red King. You got into some small heist shenanigans of trying to figure out a way into the estate of Joran Kor, as
with
well.
Some pre-heist BNE.
Exactly. You then made your way back to the tavern, Melvin's Hammock, and there was a surprise visit from a one Count Majestic with Barnabas Green together playing some music. There was a good amount of inner character RP and some character development that went on. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff that happened. However, you did set up a meeting with Elora Zylar, who is the leader of Seor, which is for the following day. I believe we said 7 p.m. At the tavern. And you have a mission from the guards of Seor to try to remove the curse from Melvin's Hammock, which is that when it experiences extreme heat, it starts to melt like wax. You're just designated to retrieve this ring, which is apparently some kind of ring of flight that the Joran Kor, who owns the Blue Wave, had stolen from Melvin, and Melvin had a curse put on the tavern because he stole that ring originally from a sea witch who lives out in the western part of the jungle/swamp on the Radalath Isles. And so there are a lot of different plot hooks that are in the works as we speak. However, where we left off was that evening was ending and you all decided to go to bed as early as possible so as to wake an appropriate amount of earliness, which is not a sentence really, but that's where we're at. And so if you have not already ticked off, I'm sorry, was there other conversation that needed to take place the evening prior?
I thought there was. Didn't somebody say? I think Jason said he was going to talk to someone.
Me and Jason already talked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
When doesn't Jason need to talk with someone?
All right, you know what? I was gonna be apologetic about it, but I actually have to pee.
Go ahead.
Amazing.
If there was, I don't remember.
Black Star's deflated. He is ready to go to bed.
Indeed.
What's happening on Jason's camera? Is that just a floating sock?
I guess the back of his chair.
I think it might be the back of his chair, like the headrest. But it does look like a floating sock.
Floating sock.
So Jason's sock is possessed.
Just like Xander.
He's got a cursed sock in his room.
Yep. Long day at work, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. To drive a million miles?
Yeah.
Where'd you
go? Let's see. So I got the truck, went down to Mystic, then went up to Lisbon, then went up to Killingly, then went back down to Mystic, and then back to drop the truck off.
Gotcha.
Jeez. What do you do?
Basically material handling for now. Assisting in project management for construction, remodeling and stuff.
Nice.
So, doing a lot of, hey, go return these 3 cabinets and this door and get a new door and bring the new door back and then go return all this other stuff and then move this stuff to this other job site and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Now this guy brings out the alcohol. He grabbed 2 things though, so is he going to ask us which one he should partake of?
He's gonna.
You're gonna ask us. You're gonna ask us which one, or did you? I thought you grabbed 2 things, so I wasn't sure if they were both bottles of alcohol.
Oh no, they're both whiskey.
Are you gonna mix them?
Yeah, I water down my whiskey with whiskey.
Wow.
Mark.
One of them's apple, the other one's regular. So if the apple one's too sweet, I just add regular to it, and it makes it less sweet.
So you're gonna dilute the apple.
No, I like to call it diluting the alcohol. But sure, if you want to talk about the semantics of it, I guess.
So, if you've not already clicked the long rest button, you may do so now. Actually, before we get there, I would like Xander to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Alright, guys, this could be bad.
Kyle's not been here for this yet.
This could be bad, or this could be really, really bad.
Could be bad or really, really bad. Gotcha.
Wisdom save, right?
Uh-huh.
25?
Ooh.
I was hoping you'd roll low.
I hate that low is more of a success when it comes to this.
Only this one particular thing. Yes. So, rest finds you. There's the sound of music out past the harbor that kind of drifts through the night, and everyone hears this as they attempt to find sleep for the evening. Your thoughts kind of wander here and there about all the different things there are to do in this town, and being pretty much the furthest away from home, being literally out in the islands, not even on the main continent, not ever having been over here. Your thoughts kind of think of what Veriloth said to you, as well as your mother, who was concerned, and the events that took place there. But as your eyes eventually close, if I could have control over my music player, that would be great.
No, you can't.
It would revise immersion. Oh no.
There's a searing pain behind your eyes, and your entire body, rippling with muscle, writhes in pain, and your hands and wrists pull against the chains that attach you to the wooden table or platform that you're set upon. Looks like a bunch of humans stand around in what look like white cloaks, and they have various vials of liquid, and they are kind of like holding them up and swirling them around, and they're having a conversation, but their words are blurred and muffled, and your surroundings are that of what looks to be some kind of large science lab. And there is a large crystal object that is black and elongated. It looks similar to the one that was in the cart that was being brought through Sayor. And there's electricity that's coming down in this room. And one of these individuals holds up what looks like some kind of glass tube with a needle on the end of it, and like holds it up in the air, and the lightning comes down and attaches itself to the end of the syringe, which then comes down and plunges itself into your chest, into your heart. And for a second, you feel yourself like everything around becomes darker and darker and darker, and then you, with a huge gasp of breath and spittle flying around as you try to scream in pain, find yourself filled with an immense, unimaginable power, as something has been injected into you that seems like it's presented by the gods themselves. Your muscles themselves tense all over, and you see veins bulging, and even more muscle upon muscle building on your entire body. Your body itself starts to become elongated as your feet reach the edge of the table that you're laying on and extend past it in this horrible crunching sound as your body just begins to mutate. Looking at your hands and your body, you then realize, after the pain subsides and this amazing, powerful feeling comes over you, that you're looking at a paw with claws. And you instinctively kind of reach up and put your hands on the sides of your head as a ringing begins to fill your entire mind and body. But you feel long hair that's almost like a mane around your head. And you feel fangs as well. You have a purpose. It is to stop the atrocities that have come upon this world in the past. Something has filled you with the desire to take down anyone and everything that would stand in your way from protecting those within this world. And your vision goes dark, and you wake up sweating in the middle of the night in Melvin's hammock.
Ooh.
Oh, that's loud.
I think that the sound and vision of elongating bone and cracking joints would probably be enough to make him run to the bathroom and puke.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't handle that well.
In the middle of your heaving, there's a stroke of lightning off in the distance as the rain begins to come down over the town.
Go look out the window. Can I see the dock from here?
Louise, you probably woke up from him stirring and getting up in the middle of the night. Xander runs back to the room, runs over to the window that looks out over the bay itself. What were you going to ask?
Can I see the dock?
And I was going to ask if because he said he'd go to the bathroom to throw up. Is it in the room or is it a shared one?
It's a separate bathroom. It's at the end of the hall.
Alright, so you had to leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So as soon as he comes back and goes to the window edge, what's happening? Are the Chinos back?
No,
They attacked us through the window last time.
No. We're okay. We're okay.
Are we?
At least for now.
Oh, don't tell me. Wait, but we tried talking to Reserve Stream last night because we thought it was a guard shard.
No. That's I didn't see him.
So would that mean that? Anyway, so do you think? Because I'm assuming you just had a vision. Is that it?
Yeah.
And was it like the last one where you could like move around? Basically?
It wasn't quite like that. I didn't have complete control. I knew what I was touching, what I was seeing, what I was hearing, what I was feeling, but I didn't really feel like I had full bodily autonomy. But I mean, I was him. I think I was the guy we saw earlier, the leader of Shameless.
Yeah. Do you think maybe we should go and get the others?
No. We have other things to deal with right now, and what I saw was definitely in the past. It felt like I was at the inception of something, the beginning. It wasn't anything coming up. It wasn't something that recently happened. This was old.
Right. If you say so. So, you said you were with the leader of the Chainless. What were they doing?
It was when he was first. So you know how there were 5 people who survived the initial experiments?
Yeah.
I think I was Saigar, right? Yeah.
Saigar is a member of the Council of Alisnarian.
Yeah, right. But we do have his name as one of the 5, right?
You have the name of 5 individuals.
Yeah. Notes. Gotta check my notes.
And there's Red Chain, the Leonin, Jin Zenobia, the Missing Elf,
Red
Zeno,
Chain? Zexus Red Chain, maybe?
There's Reingard,
Yeah.
King of Alisnarian, and Jupiter Keep Down.
Jupiter. The goat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly who I was, but I know that I was some kind of uh, bestial humanoid. I I mean, I would go as far as to say Leonin, but I really have I couldn't get to a mirror. I didn't see myself to know for certain, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption. I think it was the beginning of the testing. I think I survived through one of those brutal tests. They put something in me. It was a burst of lightning, syringe to my chest, and then from that point forward, I just basically grew in strength and power. But
Uh,
it was grueling. It was physically and mentally and emotionally taxing. I just threw up.
but you just said you were you like had fur and stuff. What if instead of maybe being one of the sorry, there's a fly. Sorry. What if instead of being one of the successful transformation, you were one of the failed ones? Like, remember when we were infected, we had a bunch of fur like that.
No, it wasn't like that. I I came up at the end and I felt this desire to, I guess, quote unquote, protect the people of our world and prevent people from being hurt by the previous atrocities. I think that I genuinely believe that that was the beginning of the Chainless. That was their inception.
Right. And
But I
I
mean,
don't know if you saw that the well the one we assume was the leader of the Chiglins who just came into town. He had furry hands as well.
yeah, that's why I'm saying it's possible.
Yeah.
And
So
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it and I'm being misguided. I mean, I still have time. Mom is still like, the head. So I mean, maybe it's just a one-off weird situation just because of somebody we saw today. I don't know.
yeah. Well, what we should get some rest for
Yeah, no, for
what
sure.
we're about
I
to do. I
just
feel like could go
I
sideways any moment with that.
looking out the window, I do want to see um probably not because it's dark out and I only have 120 feet.
And it's raining.
And
Only.
it's raining. But can I see like a ship with that thing on it, with the onyx shard on it?
Well, the onyx shard that you had seen was on a cart, was heavily guarded, and was being wheeled through town.
Right.
Go ahead and make a perception check. This is low
15?
visibility. Yeah, I was going to ask for disadvantage, but it doesn't really matter.
Roll
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it looks like a dark night. And the rain's coming down. There's a couple of lights that are out in the town that you can see people that are moving about, and there are some lanterns that are lit, but nothing specific catches your attention. I mean, you know where the ship, the large steam-style ship, is, and you can barely make out its outline. But apart from that, that's it.
Yeah, let's go to bed.
All right.
Okay. You complete your long rest. After settling down and wondering what the next day truly holds. You did, to the best of your ability, go to bed early, but it was not that early, but it was as early as you could presume to do, because of the Count Majestic thing and the conversations that took place after that. So we'll say it's around 4:45 a.m. when you all arise. What do you do? It's the following morning. It's the light of the sun hasn't quite come up over the horizon yet. It's still dark, but you can see just the bare bit of oranges that are kind of peeking up over the horizon out of your bedroom windows, and it's a sight to behold. I mean, you're in a port
what
town.
time?
4:45 a.m.
Okay.
Last night last session, you had said you wanted to try and get up around 3 or 4. That would have Count Majestic and all of them arrived around like 8:30. And so then there was the interactions that took place then, and then the going to bed. I mean, we can make it 4:30 if you'd like, but it's getting a full 8 hours of rest. Razir obviously only needed the 4 hours.
Technically, it's only 6 hours of sleeping, 2 hours of light activity. Wouldn't have like talking with Count Majestic, stuff like that, counted as light activity.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, this guy knows
The
how to make an
conversations-
argument.
Okay. I'll meet you most of the way, and I'll say it's 3:30 in the morning. Does that work?
Yeah,
Is that good?
yeah, I'll take that.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
All we need.
Dude, rules lawyer.
Let's go.
You gotta love him.
I can
Except
be
when they're
convinced.
against you.
I can be convinced of a lot of things. Anyways, 3:30 in the morning. Okay, so the sun has not begun to peak up over the horizon yet. It is still pitch black. It is raining. The lightning has subsided. You all are mostly rested from the night, and there is nothing going on in the tavern. There is no music that's playing outside or anywhere. It is a silent, just the sound of the waves distant past the cliffs down below where you're staying. If you open your window, you can hear kind of the waves crashing against the cliffside that's beneath.
I will make sure to be ready at that time, and then I'll come on, Black Star, let's get the others.
Heist!
Yeah, Heist, come on.
Yes.
Time.
Let's go.
Quietly go out the door,
I'm not quiet.
go to the other's room.
Okay.
I don't put my armor back on though. I leave my scale mail off.
Ooh, okay. Gotcha. Tormund has his own room, and the boys have their room as well.
So
Boys.
go get Tormund.
Yep.
First. Light knocking. Knock, knock, knock.
I'm.
Tormund, you a light sleeper? Hey.
Oh, I'm up. I slept in my clothes. 100%. I'm just picking my axe.
But not your armor, though.
I don't wear armor.
You don't wear armor.
All right.
Barbarian.
Uh-huh.
But I do tie up my little. I don't even know whatever that V-neck thing is. That
Chest piece.
they
Barbarian
had
straps.
medieval. No, like in medieval times, they had like this part was tied up with like yarn or whatever.
Tunic?
Oh yeah, just a
Yeah,
tunic.
that word. Yeah.
So
Tie that
a
up little
shirt.
bit. So I look a little
Yeah.
more presentable.
Then we go over to the boys' room. Hey boys, it's time. We're coming in.
Pretty much as he knocks, I open the door. I probably slept the bare minimum.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay,
Oh,
just-
all right.
Just
Ready
give
to
me a
go.
minute. I'm putting my armor on.
yeah, he's got to shave and stuff.
I do.
Right.
I don't have anything to shave.
Everybody in the room. Come on.
Are you actually playing music?
I am actually playing music.
Are
on
you
my
playing
break.
it quietly?
Yeah, like soothingly.
Okay.
It's infiltrating people's dreams.
Yep.
When someone's trying to shake you awake and you're dreaming it, they're like, "Oh,
Mhm.
that's crazy."
So while he's getting his armor on, I'll go over what I saw when I entered.
I'll hand him the chalk.
Okay.
Start drawing the door. Right. So
While he's doing
the
that,
ru-
I will cast
The room I went in.
on myself.
The room I went in was the library. I'm sure as you were walking around, you saw it. It was this corner of the house. There was a spiral staircase in the next room over. or no, it was that in the room in the corner. It was at one of them towers, and then there was an adjacent room, and then there was a long hallway, and I described as much as I could see of the house. And then remind everybody about we all make sure, I'm sure, like, okay, this was the room he was in last we saw him. The library had magic. The other room didn't, or did. I forget. I think it was the library had magic in it.
The
When I
library
last
had
checked.
magic in it, and so the study had some magic in it as well, for sure.
So those two rooms, and then probably the room he's in. But I'll have my detect magic up. And Lou, you're gonna make us all stealthy like?
Yeah, but it does last for an hour. So should I do this? Do it right now? What's my end?
Probably, yeah. Do it
Alright.
just before we go through, so we
An hour.
hopefully won't be in
We
there for
won't
an hour.
need that much time.
Yeah, hopefully not. Black Star, are you ready with them fancy fingers of yours?
I'm going to rob him blind.
How many of you are going?
I
It's
think
only
I'm
3
staying
of them.
here.
I think the three of us here.
Yeah, I'll stay here and watch you.
And then I'll then cast. This will just be before they go in. Oh, I can't. Right, Fortune's favor requires money. Things.
Oh,
I need white
Really?
pearls. Yeah, white pearl worth at least
Oh.
100 gold to cast Fortune's favor.
Darn.
All right.
You gotta
so
go shopping
never
for
mind.
spell components.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind then.
Remind me who has inspiration.
don't we all? Wait, no.
No,
Alex used this. Yeah,
I have
It's-
I
mine.
do not.
you gave all of this inspiration this session. Kyle joined, I believe.
Probably.
It's so
Yeah,
funny
he did.
that we very rarely have to use inspiration because we just feed off of my abilities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What did I use mine on then?
Wait, should we bring? Wait, actually having Zender there to make us reroll if we do have a bad roll.
No,
Oh
we're
yeah,
taking.
and his stasis.
My devil sight, my
Ability.
stasis.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we should all go.
This is
I'm
such
not
a terrible.
stealthy though.
You don't take
I mean-
everyone on.
I mean, you're at least a +10 stealthy because of fast with other traits.
Look, I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm not a known quiet person. I'm very clumsy. I trip over a lot of things. I'm not very good at walking.
Well, I probably shouldn't say anything.
No, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say was from an outside game perspective, this heist could be at least the majority of the session, if not the entire session. So whoever stays behind, I don't know if they're just going to sit here and watch the entire time. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a lot shorter than I think it is.
At the same time, though, he might throw chainless at us. They might come and kill us.
Hmm.
So you have to defend.
Why would the chainless want to kill us?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dude, Tormund and myself can handle like 10 chainless alone, probably.
And we've got a door.
I think
So-
we're okay.
We've got a door.
They've got to come
Yeah.
through the door too.
We've
so-
got a door. I've
window.
got Fireball. He's
I
got
think
Barbarian.
we keep it to 3.
There's no point in bringing too many people. All right, this is a house. We can't just have everyone parading around. Even if everyone's quiet, there's only so much space. The more people, the less hiding spots in
Wait,
case something.
Black
Yeah.
Sword, don't you have like a disguise kit?
I do.
Did we see anybody? No, we didn't see anyone except for the owner in the house.
Well,
right?
Razier saw one of the maids.
Yeah, there's definitely others in there.
So why don't we dress as maids?
You're not gonna dress me up as a maid, are you? I feel like this is totally a moment in cartoons where it's like, yeah, I saw the maid, and everyone like at Xander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely leaving behind like my cloak and
He's like, "Why are
or
you
my,
guys
my
looking at
poncho
me?"
and my hat, my fancy specific looking clothes item, so I'm down to just
Yeah,
bare minimum.
very very Scooby Doo moment there.
Yeah.
I leave my shield as well, so my shield and my armor are no longer equipped.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow, you guys, it's a wrap. If anybody pulls up on you guys, it's over.
No
I
way.
mean,
We're good.
we could, in case. No, it takes like a minute to put on your armor. I was gonna say we could just put the stuff we might need in the hole. The hole, sorry.
No, we're fine.
Yeah.
Come on,
No,
we don't need.
All right.
Our exit strategy is we get into a room, close the door, I cast darkness so nobody can see but me. You two hold on to me, I make the door, and we come back through this way, and we're gone.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All right.
So
let's
if
go.
we can't charm people or whatever,
Okay.
that's our emergency.
Can I ask a question really quick, Tim?
Uh-huh.
So this blank, like this bunch of shapes that you have here, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, is this like the assumed entirety of the second floor, or is this house like really really big?
It's pretty big. It's very sizable.
Big man.
So like
and
this is
like-
just a couple rooms that Razier was able to see.
yes,
Yeah.
and
That's the
I
first,
do-
just a couple rooms on the first floor.
I do have a real map that we'll be going to once they get inside.
Oh,
Yay!
Whoa.
So like
Oh,
that
I lost connection to the server.
that concerns me because if it's like if this was gonna be as easy as getting in getting out, like if and it was this big, I would be like, yeah, whatever, you guys go, I'll hang out. But like knowing that it's much bigger than this perceived shape,
So that is a
it makes me wonder if
maybe a sixth of the first floor,
Holy.
yeah, makes me
approximately.
wonder if we should all be going.
Yes. Holy.
Not only for like game playing purposes, but also just because that's a lot of ground to cover for 3 people. You're bound to get seen at least once. Like
Yes.
statistically, you're due for it, you know, because that's how statistics works. You're always due for something.
I mean, yeah. If it's gonna be that big,
I mean,
Plus,
like if the house was that big,
Yeah, like if it was
I mean,
just this size,
it's an estate. I described it as an estate, and I
Yeah.
give you kind of a
if it was just this size of a second floor, then I would be like, yeah, go in, nab it off the second floor, and get out. You know, but like we don't know how many rooms
Plus-
there are.
having a second person with magic eyes might be helpful.
I don't have magic
Yeah.
eyes.
You don't have detect magic? It's a
I don't think
ritual.
so.
you have detect.
Oh, I do have detect magic. It is
Yeah.
ritual. And it lasts for
10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
Unless you're me, and that's forever. Just keep casting it.
I love warlocks.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Well, then, yeah, we just all go. And
All right.
worst
All right.
case, we have some people just stay back in a room.
Yeah.
Or no,
worst
we don't even need
comes-
to do that. We can leave from any door back to this door. We don't
Worst
have to go
comes to
back to a
worst.
specific door.
Razier casts darkness, and both him and I can see through it. So
Yeah.
I mean, this
Real-
the heist could last 30 minutes. It could last 3 hours. Who knows?
Yeah.
We're going for magic items specifically.
Or shiny things.
before
Shiny things if
before
we see them,
go,
sure.
Actually, before we go, I should have done this before we went to bed. I was thinking about it last week. I didn't do it. I wanted to recast Find Familiar and
Okay.
Did he-
turn Java into like a fly, basically.
Can you do that? Isn't there a list
Yeah.
of specific animals?
I
you
mean,
can?
there's a list. You can take whatever, like, whatever stat block, but basically, like, I mean, a fly is gonna have 1 HP with probably 0 bonuses. Like, I'm just trying to make it small
1 HP with
and
30 AC.
unnoticeable. I'm trying to make it small and unnoticeable so we can like kind of scout through the place without.
I mean, there's a list of approved things you can turn it into, although Snowfox.
Snowfox is not on it.
In
Yeah.
service of a familiar, a
Spider.
spirit that takes an animal form you choose, then lists bats, cats,
Yeah, exactly.
crab,
Oh, okay.
frog,
Okay,
like-
then a fly would be
yeah.
fine then.
or a weasel.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
You
'cause
choose. It doesn't have to be from that list.
I have 2 uses of my find familiar cast.
Okay.
So I want to
Sure.
use one to make it a little more.
So, all of a
Subject to
sudden,
hiding.
after you're probably would have been
And the
before
problem-
you went to bed. I'm assuming. So
Yeah, because it's an hour-long casting time, and I will pet him with one finger. I'm sorry, buddy. This is necessary just for now. You'll be back to your normal self in a little bit. I promise. Yeah,
Anyways.
and that's it. Yeah. So I'm.
Is there
I
anything
can
else anyone's
use-
casting before? Because Razier had said he was drawing the door, but before that,
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm just kidding.
I'm just
I'm gonna
as
cast-
soon once Razier starts to draw the door, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Cast
So-
enhance ability.
pass that a
Cat's
trace. Okay.
All
Throw
right.
him out.
Anything? So
I'm going
on
to
yourself?
hand the chalk back to Xander
Yeah, my,
once the
Dude,
door's
we're going
good to
into
go.
the Chalk Zone, guys.
Oh,
Remember that
dude,
show?
Chalk Zone.
You remember that
I
show? Chalk Zone.
Love Chalk Zone.
Chalk
I
Zone.
have a
Love it.
little Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone.
Yes, I have a Chalk Zone toy downstairs somewhere, I think. Yes. Absolutely love Chalk Zone. It's dope.
All right. Also, guys, I have Psychic Lance, so if we want to knock the owner out, I'll just do that through a wall. We know his name. What's his name?
Bob.
Joran Core.
Joran Core. Okay.
Close enough.
All right.
Um,
So you made your preparations. You draw on the wall. I'm assuming, right, of the tavern, because it can just be you're just drawing anywhere, right? Or you don't turn a door into a portal.
yeah, no. You can draw it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you finish it, and it just silently just
All right. Let me take
Opens
away
up.
one usage of it.
has a somewhat reminiscent of another portal from Minecraft, just purple and kind of reverberating ripples throughout it, right?
I hand the chalk right back to Xander, so he has it, not me.
Yeah.
And then
all right, I'm going through.
open the
Alright.
door and
Well,
We all
shoot
go
people
through.
through. Go, 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 go. And then
All right,
I'm
I'll
the
be
last one
in.
through, and I'll close the door behind.
Never mind. Not the last one in.
As he closes the door, I will dispel the door. Because that's what I can do with the chalk. So.
Wait, you're gonna dispel the door?
Dispel the portal, close it once we're all through.
Okay, because it
It
lasts
only-
a
it
minute
only-
if you don't.
It
Because you
only
can just
stays
choose.
up for a minute.
You can choose to end it, though. I believe.
Yeah, I'm choosing to end it.
Okay. So
Ooh,
So, stealth check.
fancy.
Yeah, stealth checks.
yes, an immediate stealth check, please, as you're coming through.
Is this
We should be in the library, shouldn't we?
This is the library.
Oh, those are windows. Okay.
Lame library.
32.
There's windows on that side.
plus 10
There are.
from Pass Without a Trace?
I'll
You're
actually
God,
I'll use my inspiration
Huh.
on that.
What did I roll? In a country?
That's better.
Yeah. That.
21.
Okay.
31.
Oh, it's the same anyway. Yeah.
25, 32, and a 31. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, Pass Without a Trace is
31,
broken.
32, 25, 21.
31.
With the lowest is a 25.
No, it's a 21.
Well, 21 from
actually.
Xander.
21.
Okay, so you guys
yeah.
all come through.
I use my inspiration for that.
Now, Razier always has magic eyes up, right?
Yeah, I definitely have them going
Okay.
as we go through here.
And
So-
Xander does as well right now, right?
Hey, fever.
Um,
yeah, ritualed up.
Yeah.
You ritualed up on
Make
that?
sure you
So
press
10
long
minutes.
rest.
Yeah, I used. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Did you do long rest?
You didn't do long rest.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
long
I did.
rest.
You might have to refresh the page or something.
No, it says barely injured on mine because I have a bit of temp HP. That might be why.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
if I remove them, does it change anything?
Coming through the doorway, there is a
Yeah.
fireplace with a mantle on your right hand side. There are on the mantle there are two I don't want to say snow globes, but they're like I don't know what they're called. In the Beauty and the Beast, where he has the rose that the petals are falling off of, in this glass thing that's over like a flat
Display.
wooden thing at the bottom. It's a display case, but it's rounded at the top, right? All glass all around. There are two jewels that are suspended in air that are very, very, very slowly spinning and giving off kind of like sparkly effects from them. Obviously, a very large magical effect coming from there. There's a couch that's facing
The jewels or the case they're in?
the jewels themselves give off a magical aura.
Those. Good point.
Well, okay, so just there's obviously bookshelves on the left and right hand side. Behind the couch, there is a desk that faces away from the couch with a chair kind of pushed up into it, and there are. If I can, what happened here? Oh, I moved.
He broke his own
I
map.
moved those
Unbelievable.
things. Okay.
When doesn't?
I designed
My
this and then forgot. Okay. On the left-hand side, amongst the bookshelf, there is a singular tome that is blue etched in gold along the binding of it that also gives off a magical glow. And then directly across from where you're standing and facing towards, there's a spiral staircase. There's no door. It's just an opening that opens up and goes upwards. And the door that you came in behind you. I mean, you can see the room that you're looking at. So the two windows are on the right-hand side looking out over the bay.
I'm gonna look over at Black Star. You only take things that he's not going to miss. But, and I'll go and look over at the book. There's no harm in looking.
Nah, Black Star, we're here to take stuff. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank-
And I started by pointing at the floating gems
I-
whose
I-
cases are not magical.
All right,
Those.
I'm pacing the room. I'm checking everything, looking for traps. I'm being very careful.
Make an
as I
investigation
move.
check.
Yeah, I'm waiting patiently for him to check the book for traps.
Yeah,
tapping
me and-
my foot.
Me and Xander are on magical detection while Black Star does his magic.
12?
I'm on.
Yep.
Everything seems fine.
Alright.
Guys, should I look in the hallway if there's people around? Maybe.
Yeah, take a look. While he's doing that, I'm now looking past the room 30 feet through the walls to try and pick up any other magic in the rooms around
Alright.
us.
I don't see anything in this room that could spell danger. But rules of the heist: we don't start here. We get to where we're going. We get what we want, and then we steal everything on the way back. We don't want to overload ourselves before we get the prize we've come for.
Black Star.
Black Star, we're not.
We have the
coming
hole.
back. We're not coming back.
We don't
Oh.
gotta come back. We get to where we're going, grab it, close the door, and go
Draw a
through.
new door.
Oh,
You're whispering all this, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
this is all right. All right, magic heist.
Magic
And
heist.
I'm my fingertips are slowly reaching for the book. Everything in Xander's body is telling him no, but it's a magic book.
Mage hand, and I help him pull it out faster so we can go.
So you
What's it say?
Uh,
What's it say on the front?
I did say earlier I was gonna watch in the corridor if there's people walking around.
okay, so
So before we actually.
there's a door, the one that you
Yeah,
came
it
through.
just-
The portal is closed, and now you see that it's a sliding door that opens up somewhere else. However, you go to there's like a little handle thing that you kind of pull on to open the door, and it doesn't move.
All right.
Wait. Before we go any further, I have to ask Razier to roll a d20 for me.
Alright.
Okay,
it's a three.
we're good. There's a caveat with the chalk where if you roll a 1, you go through a door similar to the one that you saw, but not the one that you saw.
Oh.
So I needed to make sure because my
Okay.
body was like, don't say anything, dude, you're already through. But my brain was like, dude, but it would be so funny if we walked
My
through the
body's
wrong
yeah.
door.
But my body.
Well, we wouldn't have a map to be on if that were the case.
But yeah, so
Maybe.
I just wanted to check and play fair.
I mean, technically, there's a door in the same room that's similar to the one that you went through.
Yeah, no, I mean, it
Just- we just come to the other door.
It could have been any door in this house. That's why I thought it would have been funny. Like
If it
if
were
we pulled
similar.
up, we pulled up on this guy Joran, like we walked into his office and we're just like staring at him, like would have to kill him.
So, the door is locked. Xander is in the middle with the help of Razir pulling the tome off of the shelf. It comes loose. You kind of like hesitate for a second. Razir's mage hand just pulls it out. It comes into your hand. What languages do you speak?
Oh boy.
What languages doesn't he speak?
Yeah,
Is a better question. It's a
Celestial,
shorter
Common,
list.
Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Halfling, Primordial, and a little bit of Abyssal.
Okay, it's not in. It's a language that you don't know.
No chance.
Cool.
You're a liar.
Good thing you have comprehend language.
Yeah, I do.
So that's for later.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
for later.
It's a really big, thick, heavy tome. It is. It looks like it's been dusted recently, but it is ancient in nature.
I look
for
around.
sure.
Comprehend languages doesn't require concentration.
How
I
long
just
does
cast
it
it. I cast it. I just cast it. I just
Okay.
cast it.
So the cover is blank. However, when you open up the inside, the first page, there is a title, and it just is. It's called "The Tome of Clear Thought."
Oh wow.
What does that mean?
Wait, isn't that? Oh god,
He's like
That's
he's
the
holding-
intelligence one.
is it the
and,
intelligence one?
On the
Maybe, yeah.
beneath the
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the intelligence one.
beneath
I-
beneath
oh
the
my
title.
God.
Beneath the title, there are some glyphs, and you did comprehend languages, so you know what language it is, right? Based on
Yeah,
having
yeah.
cast that, it's Sylvan.
Sylvan.
And
Okay.
so there is a countdown timer that is moving on the page. The ink is like every second, literally counting down time. Hey,
Oh
I
my
can
God.
homebrew
Oh my God.
countdown timer on the Tome of the Thought. It's fine.
He closes it.
How long is the timer? That's what I
closes
wanted
it.
to know.
He closes it and looks over to Black Star. I'm not ready to take things, but I really want this. Can
It's
you
so funny that Zip.
Can you just do it for me? You just do it for me.
Yes, give it to me. I don't. Yes, of course.
No,
Wait.
I'm not stealing it, and I'll put it down on the bookshelf. I just need you to take it.
Blackstar confusedly looks at Xander. You're so strange. And I pick the book up and I say, "Oh look, I've stolen something. Here." And then I give it to Xander.
And I'll-
Question: the countdown. How long
Oh, yeah.
was it?
Oh yeah, he wants to know. He wants to know. 25 days, 13 hours, 12 seconds.
Oh,
Jeez.
what great
I'm
timing.
guessing, but that's a bit of metagaming. That's the amount of time until the book regains its magic.
Probably, yeah.
Most likely.
Don't know.
Oh God! Stuff it in the bag. Stuff it in the bag.
Okay.
All right.
Put it
Anyway.
in a body bag.
All right.
Floating
Look,
gems.
does anyone
Floating
else want to
gems.
take a look before we move forward?
Razir's saying there's magical gems right here.
Okay. And I look at the gems. These gems here.
So they look like they're perfectly cut, red, ruby colored gems of some kind. They are. Let me just make sure that I don't get this totally wrong, because today was not the day that I designed this, so I need to go refresh my memory real quick.
So
Getting stabbed
excited.
hurts. Especially when it's in the hand.
Oh my
Especially
God,
on a crease
dude.
of your palm. Getting
Ah.
stabbed there hurts.
25 in-game days from now, guys, I'll have 22 intelligence.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you're alive.
25 days plus 2, because you got to spend 48 hours to read it.
He's like, I don't
Correct.
care. A month of
I'm a
it
speed
might be
reader, he
might be
says.
at the end of the entire game in 25 into game days. Who knows?
Really?
At the rate we go.
I,
Right?
Anyways, okay. So yeah, the gems are in these cases. Looks like the tops of them just kind of come off. Do you just go over and just grab the
I
gems?
don't lift them up. No, I'm looking at the base of it first.
I want to help him.
Yeah,
see if he
Brazier,
can
come
find
here,
any
come here.
traps.
I want to
Okay.
check, see if they're pressure plates or anything like that.
Now, you did check the entire room.
The
You
room.
said you were doing a
Yeah.
thorough search of the room for traps, was one of the specific things you mentioned, and you rolled a 12 on your investigation check, but
Correct.
you are doing a more thorough investigation here, so...
Yeah,
you can
so I was
roll-
looking at
go
the
ahead
doors and stuff, just checking the area,
Sure.
making sure there was anything that was going to set off. And then in any individual item that we're looking at before I take it, I am investigating it and making sure there's nothing specially destructive about missing. The Black Star becomes like a complete savant. He's just like zoned in heist mode. Nothing goes touched until he looks at it with an eye. Just a
So, go ahead and make another investigation check. Brazier said he was helping you, so...
Could I give him my magnifying glass for my Tinker's Tools kit?
You can.
Would it help him?
No.
Then no.
These are trash rolls.
14.
These are bad. I'd use Chronal Shift, but I worry that something more intense will
You
come
know,
later.
without actually touching the glass, without actually touching the wooden base, that you're not like ding 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 on the glass or anything. You're just kind of giving it a thorough inspection. It also looks like it was recently dusted, and the entirety of the office looks like it's so far from what you've seen, everything's clean. But you can tell that it was recently cleaned. The entirety of the office itself. And so, yeah, you don't pick up on anything specific that would be harmful
Alright.
with this.
Very carefully now, and I'm gonna just very carefully lift. I don't want to touch the ruby inside or the gems inside. Just lift it up out of the way. I don't want to jostle the gem while I'm lifting it.
So you raise it up off of the wooden platform, and there's a dink sound as you do so.
Of course
a
there is.
very, 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 very tiny, minute thread that was missed is broken in the process of you lifting this glass. And a green fog like smoke filters out into the room in the enclosed space, the locked room that you're in. I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is that a
Great.
spell?
It is not a spell, no.
Not a spell, all right.
14.
What?
Alright.
Oh, cons.
Is this a poison or
Yes,
a
it is.
disease?
It's poison.
All right. So that first one was my save against that poison, and this one is for my concentration check.
A plus 8?
Oh wait, there's no
I
damage.
mean, come on.
Well, he's a barbarian with a +5 in con. What'd you
Um,
expect?
Okay, who got less than an 18?
I did.
I did.
Okay, so you all take 19 points of poison damage.
No, I don't. I take 10 or 9.
Because you're resistant. Yeah, gotcha.
I am.
Okay.
Everybody that failed, or
Actually,
Everybody.
should I be taking this damage at all? I don't
It
breathe.
says you're resistant, right?
Yeah, but I don't breathe.
It's
No, I'm in the poison.
Poison.
I'm in the. I'm in the.
If it said specifically like you're immune to inhaled
Yeah.
poisons, because I
I
mean,
mean,
even the
so-
Warforged
Right. So
aren't immune
yeah.
to poison.
even if you're not inhaling it, it's still affecting your body in a poison-like way.
Yeah.
So everybody else who succeeded only takes 9 points of poison damage from this.
And
And
what's
I did
the-
my
I take
concentration
4.
check, and I saved.
4
The-
4 or 5.
It's
That's my
rounded
con.
down, so 9 is 4. Yeah.
You have resistance to poison as well.
I'm a
Yeah, he's a
dwarf. bro.
dwarf.
Oh yeah, you're a dwarf. That's right. I forget they have that.
Those of you that failed are poisoned,
Great.
Oh god,
Unless
that's so
you-
bad.
unless you are.
You know, I didn't even actually roll with advantage on that.
Uh-huh.
So poison is a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, right?
And when does that get healed? On a long rest?
Or an hour.
An hour? Okay.
Well, a regular poison is an hour. Yep.
Okay. I'd never been poisoned. I don't know how that works. So
Okay.
It depends on the poison.
okay.
The green smoke eventually dissipates throughout the room. It wasn't there for a super long time. Black Star, you're kind of trying super hard not to cough and sneeze, and the face of this is just kind of in your face, and you eventually do lift the glass off, and this is just this beautiful carved red gem that's floating in space above this wooden platform. That's the gem itself is maybe about 6 inches, and it's maybe 2 or 3 inches in diameter.
From now on, things go in the hole and we deal with it later.
Yeah, that's fair. And I kind of.
Let me ask you a question. Which one did you take, the right or the left one?
The left one.
Okay.
Can I look at the other one, the right one, and see if there's a string on that as well? Just looking at the one on the left and see if it's the same on the.
So, are you able to like lift the glass up a teeny tiny bit, like not even in like a half an inch, and you can see that there is a very thin thread that's there, same as the last one.
Can I disarm that?
Yeah, sure.
You remember, you do have disadvantage. Oh no, you're neutral because of the cat's courage.
What implement do you use to disarm this? It was very little tension that caused the snapping of this, like hardly anything at all. So it would need to be like scissors or something that isn't going to put any pressure at all, like a knife on the thread. There's not enough room for you to like put your fingers on the thread and relieve the tension while you're cutting it with a knife. So what do you?
Thieves' tools.
I do have thieves' tools.
Okay, so you just quickly snip it, slip it off.
Take that one off. I hate heists sometimes, and then I will just take both gems. And here, Razir, I've stolen something for you.
All right. That's all the magic in here.
Are
So
they
when
the
I looked
same-
through the
Sorry, are they the
walls.
same gem?
They look pretty much identical.
Different colors?
They're both ruby colored, red.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use the golden glasses really quick and cast Identify on them.
Can't you
Just
do it on one at a
on
time?
one item.
Well, I'm just only doing it on one. I'm assuming they're the same item. I'm just doing it on one.
Okay. So picking at random, I guess.
Yeah, I'll just choose the left
Sure.
one.
So the left one, sure. So it is a star ruby spell gem, and it currently holds the spell teleport.
ha 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 ha.
What? Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're in a room with locked doors. The staircase is there.
What did I get from my detect magic through the walls?
Oh, sorry.
Or
Yep.
within 30 feet.
There are
Where
at least
our next target is.
Yeah, well, there are at least 3 magical items in the room adjacent to you, to your north, past the bookshelves. You don't... I mean, you've seen through windows, kind of, into that space. It's like a study of some kind. You saw that there was a grand piano that was set up in that room, but apart from that, you don't have any other... You don't even know how to get there from here, necessarily. I mean... You don't know...
I did look through the walls, too.
Oh, you did look
So I
through the
did see
walls. Okay.
Doors and hallways
yeah.
and stuff.
So
I
you
know
have
at least,
to-
a chunk of the building
Sure.
worth.
So you have to exit to your west, which brings you into a sitting room. There's a hallway, which is where you saw the maid. That's to the north, past the sitting room, and then that hallway leads directly into the study. So you have 2 or 3 doors to go through.
I'll whisper really quick. Just that left gem. It's got teleport in it. It's a spell gem. So keep that on hand. Worst comes to worst, use it really quick, and we can just get the heck out of here. But let's assume the best.
And I read it. I believe it's not like a scroll, like it's a one-time use, right?
You can reuse it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it holds a spell.
Reusable
Yeah.
spell.
Once,
It-
it's a reusable.
Yeah, it's just a reusable.
So you
scroll,
have to put a
basically.
spell into it, and then you have that spell available for use
Later
later
down
without
the
using
line.
a spell
Tim
slot.
Tim never gives us anything cool, man. This guy's
Yeah, like
awful.
this sovereign scepter I have advantage on saving throw against spell.
last
That's so-
campaign, he was like, I gave you guys way too much gold. And this campaign is gonna be like, I gave you guys way too many cool things.
And we're gonna sell the ones we're not gonna use and end up with way too much gold.
Gotta find a buyer in this world.
So we have to like write down a wish list of items.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. No,
Kind of
he
did.
will give you whatever
Dear
you ask
Santa.
for.
All right, Razir, which way are we going?
Alright, there's more magic items in the study
Just
through that wall, like we
I'm
saw
putting whiskey
last
away.
time. We'd have to go through these doors to this next room, and then over to a hallway, and then we can get in the study, or we just go upstairs and start looking for that ring.
No, we're robbing him. Let's go. And then I move towards the door, over near Tormund.
Chink, 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 chink. It's locked.
I will unlock it.
Do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Make a perception check.
Oh no, this is one of the things he's bad at.
15. Kind of take a minute while Blackstar gets down and into the position to start unlocking the door and listen and listen.
Oh wait,
Something.
not it, Steve's tools.
It's just a dexterity check plus your proficiency modifier because you're proficient. Wow, proficient in thieves' tools.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Reroll.
Really? You're gonna use a reroll on that? Okay.
I'm worried
Not
about
taking
it.
any chances.
There's no way.
No way.
What the heck?
Okay, so you're listening. You swear that
We're gonna have to do this
there's
tomorrow,
a
guys.
a slight sound of like clinking dishes, not like crashing dishes or anything, but like some porcelain or metal kind of clinking together. But it's like far away from where you are right now. That's about all you hear. The next thing you hear as you're intently listening is the sound of Blackstar and his thieves' tools going into his hand as he's trying to like pick this lock. And he does, there's like a chink, and the locking mechanism breaks open and the door just slides open almost of its own initiative from the force. Blackstar, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Great.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Great. Are saving throws
Trying to-
affected by
A
poison?
wood log swings down to hit you in the chest.
It's just attack rolls and ability checks for poison. Not saving
Wow.
throws, right?
Not saving
Right.
throws, yeah.
A 4.
You're rolling like me today, dude.
I know, it's terrible.
So
So
I'm glad you didn't say you were using them, because the locksmith's bane, that would have been real bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
yeah, there's a special, yeah.
oh. I mean, why wouldn't he have been using them?
Because he didn't.
Come on now.
He didn't get his bonus.
I totally would have, but now it's a normal lock.
But what is the bonus he had? He rolled a +4, which is his regular.
Regular thieves' tools. Because that's what I told
Yeah.
him to roll with. You're right. You're right. You're right. What happens on a natural one?
So they stop being magical, so they lose their quality, and they cast knock.
Well, because I re-rolled it with
Oh.
an ability that doesn't cast knock, it just changes regular
Hilarious.
lock.
That is terrible.
Wow.
It's
Mm.
all on in that one.
Well, that could have happened. That would have been quite bad.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Because you did the reroll, it doesn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't have cast knock at least.
Oh, well, no, because you re-rolled into another one, I think it would have still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, if you roll a 1 in this way and use an ability roll,
To change the result, yeah, but
it-
then
it
if you
changes
roll back
into a-
into a
Wait,
1...
I just realized it was an ability check, so you would have had disadvantage on the.
I have Cat's Grace.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay. There's a little tiny dart that comes flying out of the left-hand side of the door jamb and embeds itself into your neck. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Great. I
Yep.
I'm so rusty.
How do you walk around a house like this, bro?
Not
Right.
well.
Dude, if I was a maid here, I would quit. No way am I taking my chances.
You guys are
Or the
only in the
night-
first room.
Okay.
However,
Yeah, guys.
Burn this place
I'm
down.
gonna
However-
die here.
However, the door
Black Star, burn
does
it.
open.
Black Star, burn it. Burn the whole
Speaking
thing.
of maids, guys, I think somebody's awake in the kitchen.
Who's awake at 3
Alright.
a.m.? The heck?
It's
Sound
3
like
in the
they're
morning.
washing
Us?
dishes. They might be cooking breakfast.
So, what do should we have avoid the first floor? Because maybe it's. I would assume you put the ring maybe in. No, because you said it's a study next door, right?
Right.
So it's. I feel like it's either in a study or in his room.
I think we check that next room, and then we don't push our luck no more. We go
Go upstairs.
up there.
I agree.
So how about?
Y'all go into the next room. I'll stand guard at these doors.
Oh.
The double door.
No, we should all stay together in case it goes badly,
Yeah.
since only one of us is able to teleport us out of here.
All right, looking at the ground outside the door, do I see a trap before I step out?
He's very cautious now.
Make another
Is there a
investigation check.
tripwire with like hanging gallons of paint?
Gallons of pig blood
plural.
hanging down.
A 9.
Golly.
A 9.
Disadvantage now. Everything.
Dude,
Doesn't look like there are any pressure plates on the other side of the door.
GG, bro. Our road is poisoned.
I know, right? All right, I light-footedly
Let's take a long
hop
rest
over
in the
to
library.
couch.
Okay. So you
I'm not stepping right outside the door. I just hop over to the couch.
hop over to the couch? Sure.
Yep.
Make an acrobatics
Somehow
check for me.
finds the one
No, I'm joking. You
creaky-
don't have to make an acrobatics check. It's only like 5 feet. Okay, you made it anyways. It's fine.
I did.
Hop. You land on the couch. Shing.
The floor is lava.
It's a comfortable couch.
Oh,
you're
this
now
couch is.
You're
This
now
couch
in a
is lovely.
sitting room. Just the couches kind of face each other. The windows do look out over the bay. I could open them for you because you could technically see through them, but it's raining outside and dark, so there's not much to see anyways. So, the outside. I mean, what happens if it? Oh, it doesn't really show you much anyways.
All right. What about that door to the
Oops.
next to the couch?
The door next to the couch is closed currently. Looks like a regular door that opens towards you.
Come on,
Well,
quietly.
I guess I'll follow in suit and try to jump to the bed, couch.
How about we don't jump on the couch
I'll jump to the rug, the area rug.
and risk falling and making more noise?
Yeah, but you don't know what pressure plates are around here, and I don't see anything. But now I don't trust myself.
I have to pee again.
I know I have to pee so bad right now, but I'm putting Nova to bed in 2 minutes anyways, so.
I quietly step to the door. Is it unlocked?
The magical suck is back, guys.
There's a slight. It opens up.
Do I see
Inside.
anything on the?
Inside, there are 2 more doors.
Wait,
One to the right, and one directly in front of you.
let's all stay together so we're all still stealthier, because if you move more than 30 feet away from me, it's gone.
All right, well, come on, get out of there.
Alright,
What can I help?
can I jump over there?
Sure. You're gonna jump.
Does-
You, Tormund, the giant dwarf, is gonna jump onto the couch.
No, I'm not gonna jump. I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna like do like a
Little bunny
like a
hop.
long step. Yeah, kind of like a bunny hop onto the area rug.
Sure. You go onto the area rug. Go ahead and move yourself over there. Sure. Slink. Carrying over your. We'll probably ask for another stealth check, which will carry us through the next leg of this. Yeah. And
33.
we'll come back to the stealth check because it's now 9:23. Okay. So what are you guys all doing?
Guess I'll lead the way out of the room.
Push plate.
Does anything explode?
Nothing explodes.
Alright.
Nothing happens.
Wait, you did say just before we left, we're gonna do another stealth check for the
Oh,
rooms
right.
for you.
Yep, this is your stealth check. So we have
33.
We're re-rolling.
33.
I am God.
Yes, 19,
I
17,
am
35.
God.
You guys don't even know where Louise is right now.
25.
Okay. So we have a 19 and a 17 in there, which is not terrible for where you are right now. So you guys all make your way into the sitting room. There are the two doors that are kind of across from where you are, over in this general area. Razir has not seen past that point, but does know that the hallway is up in the northern section, kind of where Black Star is headed right now. So, two doors are before you, Black Star.
Razir, which way?
Right. The heck?
Like,
There was a
like go
so
right,
big-
or you're saying right, like, as in you need to look.
Xander's just not even here at all.
To the right.
I'm here. I am a little drunk.
You're remaking them invisible?
No, it's
No.
just since I have control over Zender's character, it was just because I clicked on it before and said I was too far to use it, so I just took
Oh.
control of Zender,
There
picked
you
it
go.
up that way.
Nice. Okay.
All right, I step into the room
Okay.
To the right.
and check the door on the right for
Opens
traps. Okay. This is a bathroom.
It is indeed a bathroom.
Other door then.
I tried the other door.
Okay. It opens up. Or are you gonna check it for traps, or are you gonna
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was the bathroom trapped?
And I would say that it smells pretty bad in there, but it doesn't. It's all clean. Clean.
Close the bathroom door again.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
we
control.
should.
Technically, you can open and close these doors.
Yeah.
Unless they're
Okay.
locked.
I go back a bit, close the library door, and go back.
Okay.
And it does.
I'd say we lock it again if.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You didn't-
does
you
it look
didn't
like
break
there's
it.
a locking mechanism?
Oh, there definitely is on the door that you came through, but it is
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's broken because you rolled on that one.
Two now.
Do you have mending, perhaps? No, you
No,
don't.
we've
we
been over
went over
this.
that with when the ship of our
Mending's a very
master ship.
situational spell that I'm not a fan of.
15
but
on
in
investigation?
situations such as this one, it would be helpful.
With a 15 in
But then
investigation,
again, it is a minute to cast.
it does not appear to be trapped. Gonna check
I-
all the
I
crevices.
check it locked.
Wait,
It is not
just
locked.
realized.
Doorknob
Shouldn't
turns.
Zender be the one to check for trap if it's investigation?
Probably.
Am I able to do that though? Did anybody
I
check
mean,
for traps?
Technically,
It's an investigation check, yeah.
It's an investigation check.
I'll just help you.
Okay.
Okay.
So looking in, there is what appears to be some kind of grand hall off to your left. Oh, that's some noise. With kind of like a vaulted section of this, slightly vaulted, with two couches that face two desks that face towards the couches off to your left-hand side over in this direction. Here, there's a door directly across from you, and then there is a long hall. I will say, because you can poke your head out, the door opens out into the hallway, so you can poke your head to the left at least. So I'll say you could step there, and you can like peek around the doorway. You guys are all being super quiet, so you can see to the right it does lead into what appears to be the study. To the left, it leads down a hall. There's just many doors on the left and right hand side. There are a couple of tables, just some basic like little silk, what are those things called? It doesn't really matter. Little decorative things that are set up on the table, a vase here or there. Nothing pings the magical senses for you down the hall, at least as far as you can see. But there's a door that leads into the study.
I just realized it's really just a hallway with a toilet at the top of the hallway. That's so good.
Uh-huh.
Very carefully, I move down the hallway.
Okay, in the direction of the study.
Yeah. Xander, come here. Come here.
I'm
You
coming.
do hear from
Freezing.
the study a
Wait, Zender,
Stop.
Zender, do you have this? Zender, do you have the sleep spell? No.
I got the
Xander,
sleep
help me
spell.
look. Help me look at the ground.
Okay.
Do you see anything? Look for traps. Look for pressure plates. Look for any kind of indentation.
I'm trying.
Just giving you pointers.
Zender, what do your human eyes see? You do roll a straight roll since he's helping
it's
you.
straight. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll re-roll, I guess, then.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't say which one would have come first.
Well, if you overhit it.
14.
14 total.
Yeah.
Okay. The path ahead looks clear.
I'm gonna snap my fingers and fly Java will appear. And I'm going to look through his eyes and send him into the following room.
Okay.
And like he's literally, as soon as he enters the doorway, he's landing on the wall right next to the doorway. Just
For the
to look
purposes of
around.
this, I will move your token into the
Yeah,
room.
that's fine. That's fine. I know
just
I'm not
kind of-
actually in there.
Like right
My immersion
here.
isn't broken. Don't worry.
Well, mine is.
You guys can see his exploration, right? Because you're
Where did
Yeah.
Xander
partied,
go?
right?
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, you
No,
just
only,
need to,
only,
like-
Only Felix can. Cause he
No,
has
everyone
control of
can.
I
me.
can.
Okay.
I can't.
You just need to like click and drag beside your character, so you like
Just
deselect
deselect your
it.
character by, yeah, trying to area select nothing.
Just yeah. You should be able to just left click. I mean, I have it set up so I can left click off the tokens and it takes off control. But
It
on
doesn't-
the
It
inside,
doesn't do that.
Wow.
well,
you're
you can
so
set that. You
fancy.
can set that up for yourself in the settings if you go in and change that. Anyways, there is a table in the middle. There are two doors, kind of on immediately on the left hand side, which is what Java lands on the outside of a door, immediately on the inside of this hallway. There's the grand piano that's set up kind of in that little alcove. There's a couch and a fireplace in the top left corner of this room, and a very fancy looking ornate desk that has a bunch of writing implements on it, as well as a couple of ledgers, a very fancy chair, and then another door on the right hand side through this hallway.
Okay.
But there is a distinct loud sound of snoring coming from this room.
I'm going to assume no, but I love asking questions anyway. My detect magic wouldn't perhaps seep through the eyes of mine familiar.
It's within 30 feet of you,
Yes.
so you're kind of like right around the corner, like in this little thing over
Yeah.
here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So from there,
He sees the whole room basically.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Except for in the back of the grand piano. That's it.
So on the desk with the fancy chair, the ornately carved desk, there is a ping of magic on the desk. The piano, in and of itself, the entirety of the piano
We're not
gives
taking
off
a piano,
a magic
guys.
Fits in the hole.
aura.
Fits in the hole.
And then there's a ping, what appears to be inside of the couch on the right-hand side, inside of this
Inside
study.
of the couch?
Looks it just coming from within
Okay.
the couch,
What
not
is-
like sitting on
what's-
top of the couch.
What on
This
the
one?
desk he gave me like a
Big
ping?
couch. Small couch. This couch.
Yes, that couch. Yep. Give me a second.
Sure.
No.
So you'd have to get closer with Java over to the desk because it's something small that's on the desk itself.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So Java kind of flies over and kind of hovers on the wall, maybe above the mantle or something, kind of looking
Yeah,
downwards.
that's
In a set into a fitting, there's a pen, and or like a quill pen of sorts
Okay.
that looks like it's entirely made of some kind of green sparkling material, and
Okay.
that is what's giving off the
And
magical aura.
Can I see the person who's sleeping now that I've gone around the corner?
Make a perception check.
I'll just roll a straight d20, I guess, because it's a fly.
I think we talked about this. This is your...
Mine? Okay.
Pretty sure.
9.
Either there's someone sleeping underneath the piano, or the piano is snoring.
Okay, that's why it's magical. Yeah, I'm snapping Java back.
Okay.
And I'll just whisper. Okay, in that room, there's a magic pen and a magic piano. The piano, I think, is snoring. Or there's someone invisible in there. It's not really worth it to go in there. There's nothing really that we need to go check out.
Right. Good call. Let's go upstairs.
I mean,
Look, if that piano is a thing that can talk and wakes up and sees us,
What if it's a mimic, like in the Requiem?
What kind of magic is it on the piano?
Oh, that's a great question. I guess enchantment?
Okay.
This is not my strong suit.
Yeah, I know. I like to ask to see what you pull out of your butthole. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and quite frankly, is it really worth it?
I mean, you said
Who
there was
are you
another. But you said there was another magical thing close to the desk, right?
No, there's a pen on the desk that's like.
Oh, magical pen. All right,
It's
yeah.
magical. So we don't really need to worry about that. It might be cool, sure, but we have to keep our eyes on the prize here. If we're passing
Zir,
by
can you send
something,
your
then it
hand
makes
in there?
sense. But to go out of our way to get in there, is it worth it?
who you asking?
I'm not asking anybody. I'm referring to the group. Okay.
Xander,
But if you
can
ask me,
Yes.
Xander, can you use your Java to guide a mage hand of yours?
I can guide your mage hand.
You have to concentrate while doing the Java thing.
No, I mean, not really, but I don't trust myself to actually grab it.
All right, let's see what we can do. I'll do mage hand. I'll go stand next to Xander.
Jesus Christ.
We're
All
just
right.
gonna.
Java's going
Wait,
back
wait.
over to the pen.
Why
You're gonna-
don't?
You're going to use your mage hand and through the guidance of Xander's fly, try to go into the room to pick up the item.
This is
Sure,
gonna
we
be
could
either
do
the
that,
coolest thing or the
or-
worst thing.
Or I have beast sense. I can see through the fly's eyes, and I also have mage hand.
There we go. Perfect.
Can you do that through a fey creature?
I mean, I use speak with animal to speak to a unicorn, so at this point,
That's true. Kind of bending the rules on for Louise specifically.
that's because I'm a special boy.
You're casting a spell that lets you do this.
Yeah, I have a beast sense. It's just this. No, wait, no. No, I don't do that. Because we lose pass without a trace. Never mind.
Ah.
Oh yeah, there's concentration.
Yeah, sure. Why did it show it again? Sorry.
That's fine. Okay. So what's the plan? Standing in this hallway, you're whispering
Yeah,
quietly.
I guess we're doing what he said to do in the first time.
There is at the other end of the hall from where you are, a door opens.
I do other hand, so like.
And you
over
hear-
here.
Footsteps.
Right.
We didn't establish. Is it dark in here?
It's pitch black. Well, I mean,
Nice.
there's no lights on, so any ambient light. You're in the center of the home right now, kind of. So there's not like any light in this space, but you don't care
But,
about
like,
that because
moonlight
you've got
and
your
stuff would get through.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. There's moonlight. The curtains are drawn, so there's very very low light in the rooms that have windows that look to the outside.
How
I
about
see.
we say screw the pen? We move out because someone seems to be coming this way.
Also, it's raining, so there's very little moonlight coming through the clouds that are there, so it's pretty dark
Yeah.
in here.
Is that door next to Tormund locked?
It is not
I haven't
locked.
checked it.
All right, well, you
I have
yeah, it's not doesn't appear to be locked if you try the doorknob.
dark
No.
vision. Can I see anything down there?
Down to the left, yeah. So that you heard,
down that hallway.
yeah, to your left, right, far down.
Yeah, down that.
Hey, now you're just going ahead and
I
opening
thought that was
doors
a
now, huh?
Sorry, I thought that was a window. Sorry.
To the window. to the wall.
Yeah. So a person comes walking out with a platter, has some dishes on it, and they kind of walk across in this direction. It's still super dark. They walk over to this table and place the platter, kind of clatters slightly with some dishes, and they kind of take them off. And there's a drawer underneath. They pull it open and take out a cloth and start wiping down the dishes. So it's a maid. Can't make out features. She's,
Yeah.
those of you who can see her, but can't make out how old they are, or they have not seen you or noticed you. However, you did just open this door, and you walked inside. It looks like a small seating area for with a few chests on the left and right hand side. Maybe like a small mess hall type dining room for the servants.
I just realized if Black Star enters a room, we don't see all of it light up like we did with Zender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got all the
I don't know. It might be
shared-
related
weird.
to I'm able to see Zender, Rizir, and mine.
No, I mean,
I'm able
I
to see
just
our health bars.
I just did the square thing over Black Star, and I could see, like, into that room.
How about
Right.
now?
No, can't select it.
Here,
So
let me
now I can
delete.
see
I'm going to
it.
delete Black
I
Star
selected
and I'll put Black Star
Ah!
back on the thing. How about
No,
now?
now it's now I can. It's weird.
So that's because of you being an observer and not having limited. Okay, everybody else is an observer. Let me see.
You're an observer.
Black Star just kind of ducks into the room and looks at everyone. Quickly, hide.
What does everybody do?
I'm gonna.
You go into the
Said
bathroom.
the bathroom was clean.
Okay. Guess
All right,
all.
there's a place for
Out of the
there's enough
bathroom.
room for three of
You
us.
guys in the bathroom.
Black Star's all by himself in this little mess hall.
Watching the woman.
Yeah, I'm squeezing in
servant.
with Black Star, I think.
Okay. You can't go
Wait.
through walls, so
Yeah.
move you in here.
Keeping an eye.
Can't.
Okay, keep an eye out. She continues to do her thing, just kind of cleaning things. You do hear now that the door is open. There is a bit of light coming from. I'll just actually add a small light like this. Does that give you guys vision?
We only
Nope.
did.
Yes, no, a little bit.
No.
No.
Well, we have a tiny bit of vision, like through this door over here.
Anyways, it's not a bright light, but there is light coming from what appears to be, or it sounds like it's a kitchen. There's at least one other person in that room, and there's some things that are moving around. You hear a fire kind of burning off to the side, and maybe they are cooking. You're not sure.
4 in the morning. I hope
Getting
they're
things
getting
ready
paid
for their
fair wages.
their lord to wake up and feed him
hope-
as soon
I
as he
hope-
awakens.
I hope they're getting paid good wages.
I doubt it.
Anyways, what are you guys doing?
How do you... Xander, how do you think we need to get upstairs? There was the one staircase in the library.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's a reasonable assumption. That might be the place to go.
All right, people are starting to stir. We need to get out of here. Let's go. Go across the hall, and I'll follow you.
Okay.
Wait, I just realized.
Do we? Is this?
No,
is
we're
this
good.
a? I'm sorry. Is this a
It's
window?
not. It's not a window. No,
It's not a window.
it's a door.
No, I already made that mistake.
Maybe I should go through and just lock, just so you don't
Yeah,
accidentally
lock the
don't
doors.
accidentally
Yeah.
open Oh man,
Yeah,
because
there
I
are
meant
so many
I
doors.
thought that was a window.
I meant
That's
to
why.
hold down and like press on it. Okay, that's not a window. Yeah, I mean we
I can
just
no
gotta
longer
try
move
those
the map.
stairs. We've just gotta try those stairs.
There we
Yes,
go.
And
we do.
I will. I'll ask Razir to guide me. Not Razir, Blackstar. Blackstar, guide me really quick. And I'm gonna bring Java into existence and fly him over to that woman really quick and just like land him on the wall behind her.
Okay. Have Java make a stealth check for me.
He's a flyer. What's his bonus?
Alright. 14.
14. Okay. Lands on the wall behind her. She just goes about her business, and she's very lightly humming.
We crossed the
And-
hall.
Now that I'm behind her, I'm going to have him fly away from us in this direction.
Okay.
And like loudly.
A
Like,
loud
I'm not
fly.
trying to- I'm not trying to be. Yeah, I'm not trying to be quiet. That annoying bzz sound of a fly, dude.
Okay. So as soon as Java does that, she immediately like turns her head and like looks up and follows Java, kind of doing a zigzag motion away from her, and
Yeah.
she's just like, oh.
And we cross the hall.
And then she goes heads quickly back to the kitchen and
Okay.
out of sight
And-
for a moment.
We
You guys
cross
cross
the
the
hall,
hall.
and I'm snapping him out of existence.
If she did hit Java, she would just go like, and be like, "Wait, I thought I
Yeah.
had it."
And
Okay,
then
you guys
we'll
cross the hall?
the hall. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you close the door behind you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All these doors. Okay. Guys come out of the bathroom quietly. Make your way back to the library, I'm assuming is where you're going, or are you going somewhere
Yep.
else?
Library.
Just to clarify for myself and the rest of the group, we did not even attempt the mage hand thing, right?
No.
Because somebody.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody came out.
Right. Sorry, I'm intoxicated.
You're fine.
When aren't you?
All right, man. Look, it runs in the family.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a
The
simple.
lock might be broken, but I'm gonna like close the door.
Wait,
to the-
Jason is still.
It's not letting me through.
Because you can't move through walls. Oh, apparently you can move that way, though. Anyways, okay. So you close the door behind you. So I've designated, well, I'll have to go to the second floor and change a couple things.
Yeah.
As far as, I'll just, everything that has a lock on it, because you guys can see the lock, right?
Yeah.
Can we?
I think so.
Well, if you,
Lock
Can't
one of
see
the
anything
doors
now.
of the library so we
um,
can see if we do.
they are locked currently.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no.
when we click on it, it makes a sound.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So what
Um,
I'll do is I'll just lock all the doors, whether they're actually locked or not. That way you know that they're doors and not windows.
All right, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So everyone spam click on every door you
Everything.
see.
I'm gonna
Okay.
resummon Java and send him up the stairs, and just tell Tormund to wait for a second.
Chilling.
I'm gonna
chilling on
go.
the couch.
I'm gonna go over to the second floor real quick and lock all the doors. Give me a second.
Wow, so unprepared.
They're already locked.
Dude,
I
it's
didn't-
almost like this guy rushed home from work. Unbelievable.
Sorry,
Can't
only
make this
only 40 more doors. Hold on.
Jeez. You're badly injured. This is not a good heist for you, Blackstar.
No, it's not.
Badly injured? Oh,
Yeah.
I have 22 hit points right
how much damage did you take from
Uh,
that trap?
Now I
Oh,
don't
now.
think
there's
I,
also the-
from the poison.
I don't
Yeah, but it
think I
did like
can.
19 damage.
Yeah, I have 45 health.
Now-
Max?
If I bring you
Yes.
guys all to here, you shouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, it's pitch black.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put Xander, aka Fly Java.
Fly
Java, because that's ascending noise, right?
Right.
Appears here on the stairs.
All right. Spam the doors. Cool.
So
It's
there are windows there that kind of look out over the area outside.
Go back.
Oh wait, that's the
there-
door. I see.
There is a door that's there. It is a heavy metallic door. It has it. I don't think you're detect magic for 10 minutes. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, it's up to
Probably.
you.
We'll say it's
Even then, Rizir would see the magical thing.
above.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's definitely a magical aura on this door, but it has the door has a purple hue to it. It looks like maybe it's iron or steel. But
Like
it
a purple hue just naturally, or like through
naturally.
detect magic. Okay.
naturally. Yep.
Okay.
Very, very
Xander.
enforced. Steel metal enforced door at the top of these stairs.
All right,
Okay.
Xander. Check the stairs slowly up. This room has been trapped. We know that. We need to be careful going up these stairs.
Are there
I'll guide you.
any precarious cracks in the door, perchance, that a fly could squeeze through?
Huh.
Is it an
Hmm.
airtight seal?
Yeah. Make an investigation check. Well, we're gonna have this cover traps as well because you're investigating the whole thing,
Okay.
the whole door.
So, since I'm looking through Java, but it is with my rolls, and I'm poisoned, am I rolling with disadvantage for this?
It's a check. Yeah.
Okay.
But is Java helping him to
No.
negate?
Not as a fly.
14.
Ooh.
14. It does not look like there are any cracks that Java could fly through. It's a very
Okay.
well sealed door, and
So-
it also does not appear to be trapped, according to what you can see.
I'll snap him out. Okay, so there's like a really well barricaded door. It's I mean, I'm not sure if it's magical, but it's like really well sealed, and I'm not sure if it's trapped. I don't think it is, but I really don't know. I'm not really good at that. I've never really done that before. You're just trying to tell me to check for pressure plates and stuff, and it's making me anxious. But yeah, that's what I got on the second floor. I couldn't get through.
Okay, that's
mean,
all right.
If you can pick it, be my guest. But I couldn't see anything important.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. It's my first heist. I'm kind of nervous.
You're an excellent heister. You're doing much better than me. I'm doing terribly today. I'm very out of practice.
Okay. And
All right. We have to go up. Wait. We have to go on through the door. Isn't that right?
Well, yes, that's the only way we get to the second floor.
I'm talking about the chalk. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think these stairs are trapped. I'm almost
Wait.
positive.
I'm gonna have
He,
Java
They're,
fly out a window.
the stairs go like this, right? They're like
there's
Upwards
spirals. Yeah.
spiral.
Spiral
a
staircase,
spiral, yeah.
Are the windows open?
And-
They're not open.
No, and they're also magical.
Oh, okay.
So there's like alarms on the
And
windows.
I'm guessing if I were to go over here, I'd be able to see the bottom of the spiral staircase, like right where Torment is, right?
Correct. And you can also look up because these windows in particular, are on the second floor technically.
Yeah. All right.
They're higher up, so you can like look up and see the windows up there on that
All right.
side.
So Black Star, about the stairs being trapped, we can see the bottom of the stairs. As we go up, we can see the top of the stairs. They're not magical. I highly doubt there's a trap in between a 2x4.
Then you lead the way.
All right, fine. Well, I mean, you need to do it because you're the lockpick guy.
Yeah, when you get to the door and everything's okay, I'll come up. Go first.
All right. You'll try and squeeze through. Oh,
Okay. It's not like super narrow. There's
Alright.
plenty of space on the stairway. So you just carefully you're wearing your full armor, so you're like
well, it's a
carefully-
breastplate, but it's.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
whatever.
it doesn't give me disadvantage on stealth. That's why
Gotcha.
I decided to wear it.
This is more for flavor anyways, but just kind of carefully picking your way up one step at a time. You eventually get to the point where you can see out the windows and see outside, and the rain is kind of hitting the panes. You do eventually make your way up to the top with no issue.
I hate this place.
And-
And then I go up the stairs after Louise.
Alright, so you're gonna lockpick it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll go up to the door. It's purplish.
I don't know if putting you in this square is going to let you see outside of the building. It doesn't. Who's missing? Razier? There you go.
Prisoners in the walls!
Mhm.
They're in the walls.
Anyways,
All right. And the door is purple, correct?
it
Like
has
an
a
unnatural purple.
it has like a purple hue to the baked into the metal. Essentially,
Wait,
there is a doorknob and there is an oddly shaped keyhole underneath the
Zender,
doorknob.
don't you have Dispel Magic?
No.
I hate everything about this.
Wait, that's literally my next like level up. I'm gonna.
I thought
take
you
that.
grabbed it. Oh no, sorry. I thought the chest we got from the Requiem was trapped with my magic, so that's why we waited to open it. We
Yeah.
needed someone to lockpick it.
All right.
I mean, you
I will
probably would
pull
have
out
taken the spell, I would have assumed.
the locksmith's bane.
Locksmith's Bane.
Yep, and I'm gonna use it on this door.
Okay. Razier, you definitely can see that there is a magical enchantment on this door, for sure. Besides the
type?
purple hue to the metal that's here.
That door's magic. Might be magically trapped.
That's what I said.
And what type of magic is it?
Well, it's an enchantment, but it is evocation.
Yeah, so it's gonna blow us up.
This might not be our way up.
Was there another way up?
We didn't see one, but that doesn't mean there's not.
Probably is.
Wait, do the windows over here, are they magical?
They're not.
Could we send your fly out to try and check if there's another staircase, maybe, Zender?
Jason.
Maybe. I mean, we're gonna try and send him out the window, right? It is
Yeah.
raining though, and
I mean,
he's
just
a
stay
fly.
close to the building. There's the
Overhang.
overhang. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down, but we have to diffuse a window trap, which is arguably
No,
easy.
these aren't trapped.
These ones aren't.
Oh, these ones aren't trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
Well, they're not
that's it.
magically enchanted.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
So
So you go over to one of the windows.
we'll check really quick.
There's three kind of side by side, right?
Check for traps really quick.
There's just guys going to be rolling investigation checks all night
Is
long.
Black Star helping me?
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my. Oh.
I feel like Alex is over this heist already.
No. I just.
Yeah, but
Alright,
Alex,
24?
heist on 3.
Heist on 3.
We're literally
24.
in the heist that you've been psyched for. 24. The windows are not trapped.
Okay, so
They're
slide
they're
one open.
locked, but you just undo the
Yeah,
little
unlock
latch
it.
and just barely makes a sound.
Yeah, slide one open.
Yep, slide it
Just
open.
need to slide up on
snap.
like this much.
Actually, we don't even need to do that because it could just be any place I see.
Oh, we can just
So,
pop him
yeah,
outside.
So I'll just pop him outside.
Okay. Bzzz.
And have him go up.
Up?
And try and see through.
We're already at the second story.
So you're trying to find stairs
That
in
go
another
up
area.
Yeah, so
to
go
this
out
one.
and then go out and around the
Okay,
building to
so,
look in
yeah,
other
so
windows
I'll
to try
do
and see
perimeter
stairs.
then.
Okay.
See if there's other stairs. Another investigation check.
This is going to be a perception check, and we're just going to have this be him or Java just going around the entire perimeter of the building, just on the upper level and maybe even on the lower level to try and look in the windows and try and
Alright.
this whole process probably
roll
takes.
well, King.
We'll say this takes like 10 minutes.
But Tim, I do have to say, if this
It's a
is the
fly.
only
They're fast.
No, not for a whole entire estate
also-
to look
I'm
in
trying-
every single window
yeah,
to try
I'm
and
trying
find
to
stairs.
observe-
It takes half a second to look in the window and not see stairs.
Guys, before we do this, what does it look like outside?
It's dark. It's raining.
Are
Uh,
there any like street lamps or anything?
Where are we?
Close to the docks.
We're over here.
East side.
Okay. There is a street lamp that is across the way, kind of off to the left-hand side from your perspective, that looks towards the Shaded Claw, one of the other taverns that's here, and it's just right outside of the tavern. There are a couple of lights. You can actually see down into what looks like a kitchen, where people are getting things ready for the morning in the tavern itself.
Does it look like the estate grounds are illuminated?
They are not from your perspective, no.
Why the heck does the town that's where everybody's high get up at 3 a.m. to cook breakfast? What the heck?
Hey guys, do you remember
Turbines.
my original plan?
Get
I
large,
say-
go through a window.
I say I jump out this window and we go to one of the windows further on down this story, and one of you go up there.
What?
Let's see what the fly can see first.
Yeah.
Tormund, go ahead and make a general perception check for me while you're looking out this window and looking around.
And Tim, just so you know, if this is the only stairwell between the two floors, that's a fire hazard. So they need to have another.
Hey, I didn't build this building, except I did.
Wait, hold on. The first one's the one that counts.
It's a
guess
10?
I actually double clicked it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everything I described is how I described it. So,
It is.
So I'm rolling now. Perception.
yes, please.
Hey, that's pretty good with disadvantage. That's
Nice.
filthy.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so it's fine. Okay, so looking through all the windows, top and bottom floor, you get a glimpse of where you're trying to get to, or on the second floor, at least where like the bathroom was, where Joran was standing, which is to your west on the second floor. Which you already knew that, right? That's the windows he was standing at, looking outside. You do not see any stairs as you're looking through all the windows. However, there is, because you rolled high enough, what appears to be some kind of missing space. Like there's something, a room, an interior room that you're not able to see on the first and second floor that may hold a staircase, and it's on the western side, and it pretty much abuts the stables that are on the left-hand side of the building, which I described last session.
Okay.
So likely the other stairwell does not have windows.
Okay. I'll come back, snap Java back. Everywhere I looked, there's, no visible stairwell. I can presume that there's one on the western side of the building, but there's no visible stairwells with windows aside from this one.
And anybody can at any point let me know that they're bored of this this heist, and we can try and make things a little
Dude,
less boring.
I'd rather it be boring and safe than something blows up and we're have to run from town.
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily safe.
Safe-ish.
Alright. What do we want to do?
This door is trapped. We can't, we're not equipped to deal with this. There's a lot more magical nonsense outside of Town Noro than I expected. How do people do heists here? I don't understand.
They don't.
I hate it here. I hate everywhere but Town Noro.
You do you.
I always do. Let's go back downstairs. We need to get to the other side. We can't go through this door. There's no telling what might happen. And I don't really feel that well in general right now. I am very put out.
I am also very sick.
Right. Let's do let's do the darkness thing, and just walk to that other stairwell.
Won't that raise some sort of alarm?
They ain't gonna see nothing. It's just gonna be dark,
Right, but things
and we're quiet.
doesn't just get dark all of a sudden.
I mean, it's already dark.
If I was suddenly plunged into an abyss of blackness, I would be quite alarmed, and I'd think I'd be like, "Oh no!" or something.
No, but to them, it would seem like if they're carrying like a candle or something, their candle just went out.
Also, we're gonna try and not walk past anybody. We're gonna make sure they're in a
What's
room, and then we'll walk by, and it'll just be dark outside the room for them.
All right, fine, let's go.
If they're in a lit up kitchen, it'll already look dark outside that room anyway.
This is true.
Alright, let's go. We're running out of time.
Let's go back
The
downstairs.
sun's gonna start rising soon.
Okay.
What time would it be right now?
It's been maybe a total of 20 minutes since you've been here. Not even
Alright, so,
15, 20 minutes, we'll say.
So it's close to 4, basically.
An hour.
It was
in an
3:30
hour-
when you
Yeah,
decided
so-
to embark on this, right? So we're approaching 4 a.m.
So
kind
an
of.
hour and a half, sun will start rising, so we gotta move.
You go
Alright.
back down the stairs. Everybody, I guess I'll just bring everybody back over to the first floor map. Okay. The game is not paused, so you are free to move about the cabin.
I go back on the couch.
Okay, I will unlock the door so you can go through it. Oops. You keep
Got
closing
him.
it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk out here. I'll ask for another stealth check, please. Group stealth check.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's no way. Like, I'm gonna have to use.
I'm gonna use my.
reroll.
I was gonna say I was gonna use my inspiration on Black Star.
Do that.
Can I do that right then?
Yeah, you can.
All right. Yeah. So Black Star, take my inspiration.
This is the worst night of heisting ever.
Okay, so we have a 32, a 24, a 22, 22, and
16.
a 16.
16.
Okay. So you guys make your way down the hallway to the left
Making my
there.
way.
I would say you can move yourselves right up to just before that kitchen door, if that's the direction you're heading.
So the space was over on the edge here, or over here for where the stairs might be.
You just know that it's on the west side. You don't know exactly. It's probably over in this direction. Yeah. You don't know which of the doors it is. I can't give. I mean, I guess I could give more information, but yeah, it's past the kitchen. So kitchen door is there. I'll go ahead and designate that as a door. Yeah, you guys sneakily walk up to where the kitchen door is. There's now the smell of it's not like bread that's baking. Actually has quite a pleasant smell and kind of wafting out into the space. There's a little bit of conversation. You can hear two people talking just quietly in the kitchen. They don't know you're there yet.
Keep going.
Okay. The door to the kitchen does open outwards into the hallway, so it is currently ajar, and it is just kind of open, so you'd have to kind of walk around it to get past it, but
I had to do it because I'm honest.
you had disadvantage?
Yeah, we're poisoned.
Oh.
Give you my
I-
inspiration.
Okay. Then I'll take the 16 if that's the case. I had to do it
Sure.
because I'm honest.
Well, you
Well-
need to reroll.
You need to reroll,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you get another roll.
Well, because I rolled the 6.
Yeah, that would
and-
be with your disadvantage.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Inspiration
You're right.
is a
you're right.
reroll.
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't roll another natural one.
All right, I'll take that. 27. Better
Nice.
than the first one.
Awesome.
Much better.
Okay, even better. We'll say that carries over, and you guys are able to sneak past the doorway, so without being noticed. They are in the midst of cooking and moving things around and talking to each other while they're doing their work, and you do slip by the kitchen unnoticed. A natural one probably would have had a different result. For sure.
I mean,
I
if
would think so.
that didn't work out, I was just gonna re-roll.
So looking in, that person's not. The
Oh, hey,
person's
how's it
not
going?
actually. The person's not actually right there. They're actually like over here.
It's just
Hello.
we sneak by, but they're just at the door.
At the door, looking at you.
Let's go back. Hello.
Swedish chaps up. Bert de Bert.
But you did. You did get to see into the kitchen. It's just a simple kitchen. They're making food and kind of going about their business. So you
Is
have
this one a
these
window
4
at the end?
doors. Nope, these are all doors.
Even this one, like
They are. Oh, so it's a set of double doors. They're
that
wooden-
lead outside.
All of these are wooden doors, just standard wooden doors.
All right, I checked the one to the north.
Okay. The doorknob it's locked.
Okay. I look. I pull Xander over. Come here, little one. And then look with me carefully. Any kind of wires, pressure plates, very slowly. No anxiety. Just calm, smooth. Believe in yourself. Throw the ball, and then investigate this thing.
Yeah, this would be an investigation
20?
checking for traps, right? This is not perception. Nice. 20. It is not trapped. It is just locked.
I think we're good.
However, you do hear from the other side of the door. There's a little bit, tiny bit of a breeze coming from underneath the door jamb as you're kind of getting down low and looking for wires and everything, whatever. You just hear a thud, 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 thud.
While I'm investigating, is there any cracks?
I mean, underneath the door, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm snapping Java in and going under the crack.
Okay. Bzz, 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 underneath. Immediately, so funny. So funny. Flies underneath and kind of an upward arc, and because there's like something immediately on the other side of the door, kind of. It's dark and there's rain. You're looking at the outside, but in a very split second motion, I need Java to make a dexterity saving throw, please. And I'll explain the rest of what Java sees.
19.
19. The tail of a horse comes down to hit Java on the other side of the door, and Java dodges out of the way, and you are in the stables or a stall, and there's a horse that seems slightly perturbed by a random fly that's now around it.
Do I see anything else in there?
There's the open part of the stable that leads just you see out into the small grassy front
And that's
area.
it?
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
no people in here. There's some hay.
I'll snap him back.
Hey.
And just look at everybody.
Hey.
Look at everybody. Wrong door. That's the stable door.
Then very
This one,
quietly. Okay. Check this one.
Door. It's locked.
Is there any?
All right.
Is there a crack under the door?
There is.
Okay.
Java goes under.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing or saying anything? Or you're just waiting patiently?
Wait.
Okay.
Waiting.
Goes under. Does now? And I forgot to ask this earlier because this probably would make a difference. But does Java have dark vision as a fly?
I don't know. Flies don't have stat blocks.
I don't think that flies have dark vision.
But then again, Tim, do you know what also doesn't
Black
have dark
fly?
vision?
Black fly has
Cats.
dark vision 30
Cats,
feet.
yeah.
Cats, yeah, it's true.
A black fly is a large but harmless insect that can be found anywhere there is filth and decay. That sounds like a regular fly to me. They have 30 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, but it's just a big fly instead of it.
It's like a
No,
horse
where
fly.
did you find that stat block? That's on D&D Beyond?
On D&D Wiki.
Oh no!
It's probably not on any on D&D
But
Beyond,
I did see
honestly.
earlier on D&D Beyond giant fly.
Which this is not.
Which has dark vision of 60 feet, so a small fly would have dark vision 30 feet.
Giant fly. It does have
Now-
I
60.
mean, flies. Let me see.
Did you do Google search for can flies see in the dark?
Yeah.
Giant flies have dark vision, so
Flies
small
can't
regular
see
flies
quickly in the dark, but they can see in the dark. Their eyes are adjusting to dark conditions, and because they have
yeah.
compound eyes, they can focus on any incoming sources of light.
Okay. So Java, bzzz, and there's the stairwell that's there.
Okay.
It's just another spiral staircase that leads the opposite direction upwards instead of this way. It's
and I'll whisper, just there's a stairwell here. I'm just going a little further up just to see what's at the end, and I'm sending him further up just a little bit, letting them know that they can start procedure if they need to.
God, we're back at the same stairs, guys.
The
Well,
magical
I
staircase.
have to delete Xander from these stairs. Actually, technically, none of you guys are over there. So let's get all of your tokens off of there, and let's put.
Just skadoosh Zender out of existence.
Crack underneath these stairs?
You are.
A crack underneath this door?
This door is the same type of door that is at the top of the other stairs.
It's a fire hazard to lock doors like that.
Not when there's windows everywhere.
Yeah, because of course
I'll
that's really
whisper-
safe jumping out of a second story
There's
window.
bushes all around the out. First of all, it's a medieval. Shut up, Felix.
Have you seen the movie That Guy, where at the start of the movie Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock jump off of a building saying they're aiming for the bushes and just land on the ground?
The other guys.
Yeah, the other guys, yeah. That's how it would end.
I'll just
You guys want to just
whisper,
call the whole campaign at these doors right here? Just all
Yeah.
done with this campaign.
Yeah.
Screw
Yeah.
this.
Everyone make new characters.
We don't have. We're gonna make new characters. All of them are gonna have dispel magic.
I thought you were gonna say all of them are gonna be doors.
I'll just whisper to the group. It's the same door. It's the same door as the other one. It's the same. And I'll snap Java back.
Razir, is it still magical?
This one does. Oh, there is not a magical enchantment on this. No. However, it is the same metal.
All right.
All right, I want to drink my potion of invisibility. I've got an idea.
Cool.
I go invisible for 1 hour.
Yep, but if you're more than 30 feet away from me, you're gonna lose some of your stealthiness.
All right, then come to the bottom of the stairs real quick.
Plus, wait, then out of game, you can't stack advantage and disadvantage. You already have advantage on your dex checks, but you lost it because of the poison. But it doesn't basically negates any advantage or disadvantage you would get after that.
Yes, that's fine.
But
So all you want is to not be seen by people, right?
Correct.
All right.
Come to the bottom of the stairs with me, please.
All right.
And then when we get to the bottom of the stairs, I want to creep back over to where I'm pulling Louise as close as I can if I need to maintain the pass
I
without
mean-
a trace.
Couldn't we just all go up the stairs?
Yeah, if everyone wants to come, that's fine. Come on, but I need you.
This is where we're going.
Yeah.
We're going in. The bottom door was
It's still
locked or
locked.
unlocked?
It's locked.
Wait,
We didn't even get to
if
the bottom.
if I
Oh,
was
we
in
didn't
the
even
hole,
go up the stairs. I'm sorry.
Yeah. if I was in the hole, would the pass without a trace go outside of a hole to
I
affect the
don't
people?
think it's.
No,
I don't think it would go extra planar. I don't think that's how
No.
that works.
it's a pocket dimension.
All right. I was wondering because I was like, I could just go in the hole. Black Star just carries me around.
That's funny.
Pocket pass without a trace.
Podcast
Alright.
without a trace.
Okay, you guys are at
Pockets
this.
without a trace.
You're at the bottom
That's,
door.
that's what
currently.
Backstar did in River.
That you need to copyright that. That is perfect. Pockets without a trace. Down the stairs, I want to creep over towards the kitchen, invisibly looking through the door. Do the servants have anything on them, like any kind of weird item or bauble? Because the doors, Black Star's thinking, there's got to be some sort of trigger that they can get through these doors without causing any problems.
So on one of the maids, the one that's closest to the door, there is on her like little attached to her apron, there's a set of keys. One of which also looks purpley metallic to match the doors.
Okay. How far away is she inside the door?
Let's all go back to the first floor and find out. Let's see. Black Star's over
Dude, you're
here.
dragging us everywhere, man.
I know.
15 feet from you.
Is the door open wide enough that I could get into it or no?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's just
Okay.
open. Yeah.
All right.
Stay here. Pray for me. And then I'm gonna move into the kitchen invisibly.
Oh gosh.
A silent prayer to Genos goes out.
Okay.
And then
Yep. Tormund's just walking around outside the door.
Nope.
over
I
here.
just want to be able to see it. I can't see
Okay.
it.
If
can't
you
see
deselect your character by dragging besides them, you should be able to see what everyone. No, just drag besides the character. Don't.
Just do
Don't
like an
highlight
area
anybody,
select,
just-
but on nothing
a nothingness.
to deselect.
Anyways, you
Anyways,
walk into
creep
the
in.
room. You're invisible.
Yes,
Nate.
I am going to. I'm gonna steal the keys.
Okay.
Here
Um,
we go.
They are on a loop attached to her belt, a metal loop. Not her belt, but on the apron, the side of the apron. It was like a little loop. So it looks like there's maybe a clasp of some kind that would have to be undone. So I will say you can walk up to her, and this is going to be. I mean, she doesn't expecting it, but this is pretty tough. You recognize this is going to be a pretty tough thing to do without being noticed. Even though you are invisible, what I mean is the tugging on the apron or the unclasping of the
He
metal.
has
she's moving
expertise
around.
in sleight of hand.
That's
do.
I'm just telling you it's a difficult DC.
I'm sure it is. I hate you, Tim.
Even I'm unable to see him most of the time when he picks pockets.
That's true. That is very true.
Well,
So you can go ahead and make a slide. He didn't make you roll another stealth check to walk up to her. So this is
Stealth check, you said?
no. I said I did
Yeah.
not ask for a stealth check for you to walk up to her. So you do
No.
manage to do that.
I would like to cast invisibility on myself because now my detect magic concentration is down,
Yes, it is.
and I would like to cast invisibility on myself and peek through the door and watch the keys.
You just want to. Okay, you're just gonna watch.
I'm going to see if things go wrong if I can use my chronal shift.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, here I go. I'm gonna try to.
This is a straight roll. If I'm not.
Wait, but
invested
don't
here.
you need to be able to see Black Star to use Chronal Shift on
It
him?
does say a
It,
creature you can
it does.
see.
That's why I'm watching the keys so I can try and determine if he's there.
Mm,
But
It's
you wouldn't. You
DM's
still wouldn't be
discretion,
able to see him.
DM's discretion. You guys suck. DM's discretion.
I appreciate the help and me not knowing all of the intricacies of all these different spells that I probably should know better.
No, we're not here to help you. We're here to screw Jason over.
No, I mean, no. I'm being like, I would have been fair about it. I would have asked him, but
Would you?
Yeah,
No,
right.
You have silvery
dude,
barbs, though.
I've been.
You
I've
do
been
have silvery
very
barbs,
fair.
though.
Oh,
I have
to
been
make her
very
re-roll her
fair
perception
today.
check. That's yeah.
Okay.
But if you do that, you're gonna lose your invisibility.
We're all waiting for Black Star's sleight of hand
Does he?
roll.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
There we go.
Alright, I don't care what happened tonight!
That's what we've been waiting.
Finally,
for.
you
We've
rolled
been
above a
waiting for
10.
all night. We've been waiting for
Well,
that all night.
This is probably the second.
Are you
most
not
important role.
entertained? Are you not entertained?
So you carefully
That's what
get
I'm
up.
talking
She's
about!
moving around, kind of doing some things. And you just very, very carefully, almost like slide your hand along her hip a little bit, not in a weird way, but just kind of like move with the flow of her doing her cooking thing and moving around and having a conversation. You're not even paying attention to what they're saying. They're just talking about weird,
Not at all.
cooking stuff or whatever, and you just kind of take it off, slide it, and the keys, Xander, disappear.
Holy
And quietly,
smokes.
I retreat away from the room into the hallway.
Uh-huh.
I'm right.
Very,
I'm
very
back.
quietly.
I'm back. And I.
I'm also back.
Oh, where'd you go?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go
Okay.
upstairs.
As I walk past, as I walk out, I tap Tormund. Come on, and then I tap everyone as I walk past them, and we go back upstairs.
Okay. So the door is locked. You have a key ring on you. You very, very carefully, one at a time, take them out. Find the right one.
Yes.
The door unlocks to the stairwell, and you're able to funnel in. Let's go
F-word
to
magic heists.
Out of curiosity, what was the DC that you set for that?
You can't ask a DM what the DC is.
Okay, I mean he rolled a 29. I was just
But-
wondering.
Tim, quick question. Under the keyring, is there an obviously fake one that's like made out of plastic and yellow?
Plastic and yellow.
Yeah, just
It's
like
like
this
a
little
toy- a
kid.
kid's-
Yeah, just like a little toy.
Kids keyring.
No. However, there is. So all of them are like this, like copper look to them. I know you're just asking for poops and giggles, but
Giggles.
there is one that looks similar in fashion to the piano that was in the study.
The Attack of the Clones.
That's about
Attack of the
all.
Clones, dude.
Okay, so you find the fancy key,
Yes.
you slip it into
I won.
the lock of this fancy metal door, and you unlock it, and you see the magic kind of like dissipate from the door, and it does open. And you are now on the second floor in
I
a
thought you said this one
hallway.
didn't have magic.
Invisible
Oh.
guys.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the other one. So it was a hallway lined with doors.
All right.
Of course,
I'm
I don't
gonna.
exist.
So
I don't
Yeah.
exist.
You don't?
No, he's not in the.
if I'm
I'm here.
I'm not casting a spell if I'm looking through Java's eyes, right? I'm still invisible.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna send him down the hallway. Just look around the corner, which
Okay.
I'll send myself down
Sure.
there. All right, it's just
Boom.
more doors.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so
all
Can,
doors.
can I hear anything like from any of these doors?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Sure.
So, yeah, you would know that like south of where you are right now is probably the bathroom, because that's approximately where he was in the house.
Sure.
What was your roll? Your roll was
An 8.
An 8. You hear nothing.
Okay.
Silence.
So when I come back,
Xander's so fast.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's just another hallway at the end. Like it's just another set of doors at the end of the hallway.
All right,
Let's
time to
think
do a
about
magic
this.
sweep then.
Yeah, do a magic sweep. Let's.
Okay. So do
So
you
it's
walk
detect magic.
you
I'm
walk the
slowly
hall?
walking.
right?
Yeah,
Looking to
slowly
left and right.
walking, looking for detect for magic things.
On the
We're
other
here. This is our
sure.
goal.
On the other side of this, right here, this whole entire wall right here. So there's a larger ping and a much smaller ping, on the other side of that door. As you get to, I don't know if you can see this. I think you can, but I'm pinging over
You
here.
can see your ping.
Yeah, I can see your
Okay.
pings.
On the other side of this wall, I'm just assuming Razir's walking the hall very quietly and just inspecting. There is another ping on the other side of that wall. Let me look at my own map that I forgot. Okay, there we go. Let me see if you can actually see this from where you are. Yes, you can. When you stand in this corner at the end of the hall, it's hazy, but there is a magical something. Everything is south. Everything magic. There's nothing magic on the rest of the second floor that's up here. So it's
Okay.
all south of this hallway.
So, knowing those 3 spots or 4 spots you said
Technically
that were
4
magic,
spots.
because there's
Yep.
2. I'm going to do a reverse sweep from there back using my ghostly gaze.
Oh, that's broken. That's so broken.
Magic
Okay.
guys.
Well, that being the case, you would actually get a layout. So, but
Mhm.
if I bring your token in there, you'll just see everything,
Yes.
which I guess isn't that big of a deal. But it's a
Which is
ghostly.
what's happening
It's
anyways.
whatever.
I'm
Okay.
seeing everything.
All right. So I'm gonna first bring you over here.
Yep.
And you
Here
do
Unless the
trigger-
walls are made of lead, he's just like the
They're-
Superman.
They're not. Doing your whole.
Does that even stop my eyes?
No.
Okay. So you can. I'm just gonna bring. So do a whole sweep because you're not gonna see the rest of the map. So I'm gonna bring Razir in this room, and then I'm gonna bring Razir in this room, and I'm gonna bring Razir.
It's
And there's
30
there's a
feet.
hallway.
Shouldn't he go in this room? Yeah.
Sure. You know what? There's
I mean,
a balcony. There's a balcony.
I'm
that
not
looks
even
outside here.
I'm not even really looking over there because I got.
Tim
I
didn't
have
lock the
1
balcony
minute.
door.
I want. I didn't.
Oh!
Lock the, Stop. No.
Oh, it's locked.
Okay. I know you're not, but I made this whole entire building, and you're just kind of. I'm just going to show it to you here. There's a room here, and there's a room here, and then there's
Windows.
a room over here. Open the windows.
I've only got 2 of them.
I want to bring you back over here, and you can't see all the way over there, so I'm not going to show you over there.
What if he were to go over here?
He's not going to go that way. There is a sitting room here. You're just literally opening. Felix,
We were on that.
He's like waiting. He's like,
We were
he's like over here.
We were ready. We were ready to click. We saw the window icons, the
Okay.
door icons pop up. Like, click.
Over here, there is a study.
No!
He's trying so hard. Okay,
Got
at least
some of
it
them.
gives you vision. Okay, as you walk this way down the hall, you see a bedroom.
Oh,
Whoa, that's so many belts.
what is
Holy-
this 70s leopard print design?
Really
what the
like
heck?
he really likes hair metal.
There is
Apparently.
a sleeping Joran core in the bed.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then the next room appears to be a closet. Look at you work fast enough to click on it, and then you come back this way, and indeed on the other side there is a bathroom. I hate you so much, Felix. He's like,
wasn't me.
I
he's
got
really-
one too.
it was.
That one was Eric, not
Okay.
me.
That was one for each of us.
So now you all should. I think you have fog exploration, so you can at least see the layout of what's
Yeah,
there.
we can.
See what's what. So based on both of my lookings and what I had seen, where were the pings for the magic?
Can I ping inside the darkened area?
Yeah.
I believe you can.
Okay, so there is one on Joran Core.
That's where
there's-
the ring is.
There is one on this table over here.
Okay.
The entirety.
I get
Yes.
to see. I'm knowing where those pings are. I'm looking at the things.
How long does
So I
Ghostly
get
Gaze last for?
Like 10 minutes?
1 minute.
1
1 minute,
minute.
which you'd have enough time to kind of like do a quick glance.
Yeah,
and
I
everything.
would. That's why I made sure to know. Okay, these are where the magical pings
Okay.
are, so that when I look,
So
I'd be like, okay, that's
you can
the thing
see
in my
you can see all the
line of
furniture,
sight.
you can see people, but it's just a ghostly outline, right? But you also have your. Can you have that and your magic?
No, they're both
magic eyes?
concentration.
No.
Ah, so you know approximately where these things are, and then you click
Yeah.
on Ghostly Gaze, and then that goes away. So you know approximately
Yeah.
where to look. Okay.
Yeah, and like, okay, the magic's in that spot, and then I ghostly gaze. Okay, that's the thing in that spot.
Well, you can just click
I'm
back
assuming
and
that's the
forth
magic.
at
No,
will.
No,
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
When I do ghostly gaze, detect magic turns off. I have ghostly gaze for a minute, and that's it.
Gotcha.
But I
Okay.
made sure to be like, okay, looking through the wall, there's the magic ping, there's that magic ping, there's that magic ping, so that when I go
Okay.
for my ghostly gaze, I look in those spots and be like, oh, there's this object in that spot.
Okay.
Or at least.
So in the bathroom, there it looks like the magic is coming from
magic
the
bathtub.
the tub coming from the tub.
Okay. Magic
And,
bathtub. We don't got to deal with that.
Over here, there is a vanity, and there are a couple of objects that are on the vanity, but you don't know which one of them
Okay. Yep.
is the magic item.
That's all I'm looking for. Okay, so maybe something in the bathroom. Something on him, and then something over there.
Just want to make
Checking
it
this door.
more fun by doing this, even though I don't think it shows it to you. Oh, wait a second! Wait a second! Wait a
does.
second! Wait a
The
second!
sword.
Wait a
There's a
second!
sword over there.
Ooh, I forgot something.
Oh,
I
there's a
forgot
fifth
something.
ping.
There is in the
The
closet.
bear is magical.
In the closet.
Oh, a chest.
Oh, I'm
Oh
back.
no!
Sorry.
Oh no!
Lost
chest.
internet for a bit there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Welcome back. We didn't know you were gone. If it makes you feel better or worse.
Dude, that's
Oh,
crazy. That's crazy. You didn't got to say all that.
Felix,
no.
you were gone.
Why did my?
And
Oh no.
I'm unable to connect myself.
Oh, because
since-
I'm gonna kick you then, because you're
Yeah.
already in.
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
There you go. You are kicked.
take a minute for your end to recognize
Wow, kicking me while I'm down.
Refresh.
Wow, Tim.
Unfortunately,
French.
some of the notes on my map reverted to their default state, which just says new text. Unfortunately, I don't know why that happened. But yeah, you guys can figure out where you're going, what you're doing, while I figure this out. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Nope, still
Well,
unable to join.
where do we think
Wait.
this all-powerful ring would be?
It's either on him or in the bathroom
Right.
next to the vanity. Probably on him, but we can check the bathroom vanity
Yeah,
first.
we can check the
'cause
bathroom
it's right
first.
here,
Right.
and it's at least It's 2 rooms away from him, and he's the
Um,
only one on this side of the house upstairs.
Are there cracks under the
No.
door?
None of these doors. These doors are perfectly sealed. They are more well crafted than.
He made that up. He made that up to counter me, guys. That's not real.
Yep, GM metagaming.
GM metagamer, dude. Unbelievable.
Look at Tim with his player versus DM mentality.
Dude.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He's always trying to defeat us. Well, I'll defeat you first, Tim.
Wow,
Was this door magical?
the one that's directly in front of you.
The bathroom door.
The bathroom
yeah.
door is not magical. No,
Then
none of these doors.
is
are
it the
magical.
is it the kind of door that just has a knob and a keyhole, and you have to use the key to open
Yes.
it, or is there a knob on the other side
There's,
that would
there's
unlock
a,
it?
there's a knob on the other side that would yeah.
Cool. Before my minute of ghostly gaze goes up, I'm gonna summon my mage hand on the other side of the door and unlock the door.
Yeah, because it says you can summon it wherever you can see.
You actually, it doesn't even say that. It just says in a spot you choose. But since I can see on the other side with my mage hand, I can use it to unlock the door.
Anyway,
Magic.
Well,
Magic.
that's cool. I'm still looking for something, so you're gonna give me a second, so I have it already. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
it's already there. That is extremely useful.
Not to mention that we have the keys on our persons right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been waiting to use that one, though. Look through the door, unlock it from the other side with my mage hand.
He just really wanted to do that.
I just really wanted to do that one. Since I had my ghostly gaze going anyways.
Okay, I have the. Yes.
So-
Okay. Sorry about that delay. Here we go. Yes, you reach through, or you don't even reach through. Your hand is just there, and it just chink, and it unlocks. And the door opens, or is openable.
Very carefully, I step into it.
It's the bathroom. It's probably not. I go over to the vanity. I have my detect magic back up.
Okay.
Ghostly gaze is done.
There is a very finely crafted platinum hand mirror that is resting on the vanity.
Yeah, that's ours now.
Bougie.
Okay, Xander, you see this blatant theft happening in front of you.
Hey, I have to turn a blind eye. This is the task. To not get arrested. This is the task.
I mean, we're stealing from a thief.
Thank you, whoever did that.
That
That one gets open too.
two wrongs don't make a right.
Oh,
Because-
and we can see all these windows now.
But just think of the good things we can do with the stuff
I mean,
that we're taking.
yeah, 'cause if you go right
there's a window.
twice, you're gonna go back.
I got you, Eric.
Yeah.
What? What's he doing?
The angles.
We're,
The angles.
we're opening the windows in the other room
Oh,
by looking through these windows.
that's so stupid.
The small
Well,
thing.
The real goal of this heist
Yeah,
is just
Tim,
to open
I-
every window in the building.
Like, what happened? Why are all the
We're gonna let
windows
in
fired?
all the drafts.
And the rain, and
All
all the
of your
bugs,
windowsills will be
all
wet
the
from
mosquitoes. Mosquitoes.
Tim, I'm still unable to join as myself. I'll just join as Adam, since it's still indefinite.
Okay. That's kind of
rain. I
weird.
did that before.
Because right now I can't see anything, so I'm really lost.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
But you'd have to restart the whole thing.
I did.
Oh, I wonder if, because you've now logged in as Adam, if you can log out and then back in as yourself.
Maybe.
Probably not. I don't think it'll work.
Whatever works for you. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. But you don't have control over your own token, though, I believe.
No, I don't.
Figure ownership. Adam now is an owner of Louise.
No, shoot, I did the wrong thing.
Let's get.
I'm gonna pick up the magic hand mirror and hand it to Black Star.
Ooh, I use it. I look phenomenal.
No, stop.
Oh my god.
It's cursed.
Don't say things like that.
So you look into the mirror at yourself in the mirror.
Of course I do. I'm Black Star.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
He gets sucked
interesting.
into
Hold
the
on.
mirror.
Wait, what do you? So, what is Black Star thinking about when he looks into the mirror?
Just how handsome he is.
Gosh, I'm so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gosh, aren't I the
Literally
best?
just pure self-appreciation.
That's it. It's narcissism through and through.
Wait a second, can I sneak
Um,
in? Aha! I'm free!
No!
Wait,
I
what?
get these windows now.
You're gonna, no,
Yeah!
stop! Come on, that's
We're stuck outside!
that's so dumb. That's so dumb.
You said we're allowed to open windows, Tim.
You did.
All the windows.
Technically, by that logic, you could just go outside and go in through the other windows to the other places.
I was tempted.
You're all a bunch of children. Children, I say.
How dare we
You're
have
children.
fun playing this game?
Wait. Eric, doing that, we're able to see. There's a chest over here.
Well, we saw he put that on earlier. We could see
Oh,
that.
I wasn't here.
When
That's
I was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that was a fifth magical ping. But of course, another chest.
You don't see your reflection in the mirror. You see
He's a vampire.
you see a younger version of yourself on the streets of Telnoro. A brief image, a flashback of yourself running through the streets, being trained by the spike glove, and also a vision of your mother laying on the ground in the streets of Telnoro.
Be alive?
No.
That's that.
And yeah, that's the brief. We can return to the heist now. That's what you briefly see.
Black Star pockets that mirror. Just kind of looks a little sad.
So the tub itself is magical now that we're in
Yes.
the room, or is there something in the tub?
Oh,
Okay,
it's
then
there's
we're not touching that.
so the water. It's just a perpetual waterfall coming from a top basin down into the lower. It's small, but you can bathe in it, and it's a nice little feature. Anyways, there are
Eric,
the
you're
double
ready
doors.
for him to unfreeze the game.
No.
Are these doors locked to the closet?
You try the door
They seem to
handles. They are locked.
What the heck? Who locks every door in their house before going to bed?
One paranoid.
Somebody
Someone who
who's
doesn't
paranoid
care
knows
about
lots
the
of
fire hazard.
Powerful magic
Hey.
items in this
You'll lock
place.
the bathroom, lock the closet. Let me lock my linen cabinet. Oh, my attic has a pull down. Let me put my deadbolt and padlock on that thing.
Maybe this guy's paranoid. You don't know him.
Wait,
He's an NPC.
You know what we could do to flush everybody out of the building?
Burn it down.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I said that way long ago.
Yeah, and
That was
I
one of
mean,
the
I
first
just, yeah, and I just realized magic items don't get destroyed.
Yeah, but we would want to take them and be out of here before the fire burns the place down.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have the
Doors
key.
locked.
I'm going
You
to
do?
try the key.
Okay, you eventually thumb through them, find the correct one. You see inside the closet.
I'm so glad I stole those keys.
All right. So it's a magical chest in here.
It is.
What kind of magic? Just enchantment again? Or no?
It is definitely enchantment. Oh, and transmutation.
When you say enchantment, do you mean like it's enchanted?
Well, again, I don't know how to properly
Because
describe some of these
technically,
things.
the enchantment school of magic is like to enchant the mind specifically, like charm people, to to command them to do stuff like that.
How would you describe an enchantment on something that also has a different property?
Just
Because
do whatever.
what detect magic does is it tell you what school of magic it is.
Right, but how
what
to
the
determine
magical
which-
connotation.
Yeah, 'cause-
so if
but
it's gonna
then
shoot or blow
The other-
up, then it's
The other thing, Felix, that you have to understand is a lot of things I just make up on the fly. So
Yeah, yeah,
So-
I know that.
I have to, yeah. Well, so we'll just say this is transmutation then.
All right. Because I just realized, like, wait, everything is enchantment. I'm like,
You know better than I do, I guess.
I was like, wait, is everything gonna charm us? The chest is gonna charm us.
Interesting.
Well, it's not conjuration, so it's probably not a magical
Wait.
storage chest.
Wait.
Tim,
Okay, so I guess it would be conjuration.
Tim,
This is what I hate about this. I just want to
is the keyhole big enough for a fly to go through?
the keyhole of what?
Of the
Chest.
chest.
Of the chest?
No.
Yeah, checkmate. Put me through the keyhole.
Put me in. Put me in,
Put me in,
coach.
coach. Put me in, coach. If this were Canada, I'd call it hockey. But put me in, coach refers to football in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, shit. I'm so
It-
sorry. My foot almost pushed over my computer.
wow, Jason said a bad word. Damn.
The fly buzzes inside of this magical chest.
I'm so sorry.
It is about 1.5 feet. It's a cube on the inside. There is nothing on the inside.
That's a magical storage
Yeah,
chest.
it's a magical storage chest.
Let's not put that in the hole. Let's not go to the
Yeah,
astral
Oh
plane
my
now.
god, dude.
Or let's and change up the whole campaign just like
Yeah.
that.
Derail the campaign. Turns into a homeward bound game instead.
Yeah. Just, I mean, there's a new book for Space Jam. Wait, what's it called?
Planescape.
Planescape, yeah. With the giant hamsters. Let's do that.
Okay. It's a. It weighs about 25 pounds, and it's about I don't know, 2 feet by 2 feet approximately, kind of. And it's made
You
of
can
wood.
Take it with us
It's painted.
when
Hey.
we leave.
Tormund!
What's that?
Does have a metal kind of,
Yeah.
kind of holding
Wh-
it together.
when-
Hold it.
No, I mean, when we leave, I feel like you'd be the one most capable of carrying it.
Falling. All right.
I try the keys on this door
Okay.
into the room.
None of the keys work on this door.
Alright, pull out your other key. The last one.
All right.
Or we try the windows on the balcony
Wait,
first
Uh huh. You can.
and go over to that
they're
other
already
room.
opened! Wait,
Yeah, I got those earlier.
Hey, hold
what
on a
about these ones?
Okay. Okay, so.
These
so
are all doors.
Those are.
No, the one on the left
Never mind.
wasn't.
Okay.
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 Every other one's
So
a
although
window.
those are windows, and you can look
definitely
through
lock.
them, they are closed, and you cannot
Yeah.
just simply open them from the outside.
But
So-
Tim, since Adam technically wasn't here when you went through all of the rooms because we were,
you
so we
can
see
open
through
them.
No, I can't see inside of them right now. It's pitch black for me.
Oh,
Oh,
Though,
that's funny.
since I opened the window, I do see the great fur rugs.
there you go. Funny enough, I can just walk through here.
no, you can't just walk through there.
Oh, who designed this room? Oh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I designed it, okay.
Wait a second.
What are you doing?
I thought he was like extra tiny or something weird.
I'm still
You're a small
invisible.
boy.
Okay. You're inside the
Right.
chest still? Just the fly buzzing around on the inside of the chest? Jason?
No, he's getting out. I'll
Okay.
snap him
Okay.
back out.
Back. All right. You taking out your lockpicks?
Yes.
Going to town
I will
on
take
this?
up Locksmith's Bane.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Let's go check the other room first, just in case.
Yeah.
Do this last so we can
Walk
make
out
a
on the balcony.
hasty retreat if we need to.
You're going to go out onto the balcony?
I mean, it's
To
a
open the
window we can open
windows!
easily.
Hey! Come on now. You can't be over there.
Black Star will go around.
You're going to go
That's
out
fun.
outside and around?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to close
Anybody
the door to
who's
the back.
anybody who's crossing over this balcony, please make another stealth check for me.
Of course, baby Goral.
And I'll use the keys. Do the keys open this door?
I'm
I mean, if
in
Black
the
Star's-
doorway, so I.
If Black Star is
There we
just
go.
using the key, I'm just gonna go with we have
They-
the keys. We don't have to go out. In the
Okay, but
Wait,
you
we
already
did-
said you were going out on the balcony, so I mean, you can just
I said
backtrack.
we could. I don't know about them.
Okay.
23.
I guess that they.
It does indeed open the door.
I mean,
Step inside.
I rolled a
if
29
anyone's coming
stealth.
across-
I'm going on the balcony.
Oh,
If
wait.
anyone comes through the balcony, I'm just going to look at them quizzically. Like, why are you
Yeah,
like?
I'm
15.
I'm going with Black Star.
Heist,
Okay.
Black Star. It's a heist.
Yeah, you're. Oh,
You have to do balcony things on a heist.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a heist unless
Where's
you're...
the drain pipe for us to slide down to exit?
sometimes I swear, some of you would
Okay.
benefit from some time and tell them.
the window over here that doesn't just open. It's definitely all these windows are locked from the inside, which you were able to easily unlock from the other way. But Black Star can come over and unlock that
Tim,
window.
Black
I
Star
guess.
does not unlock the
Tim.
window.
I have mage
I would go
hand.
over and unlock it.
Oh, okay.
I can unlock it from outside. I have mage hand.
Okay. fancy stuff. Okay. Good for you. There is an ornate weapon. It is a rapier.
Wait,
That is.
bear rug number 2 for the hole.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, there it is.
Yes. All right. I pull out the hole, roll up the bear rug for now, put it in the hole, close up the hole.
Bear rug number
Add a
2.
second bearskin
Number
rug.
2. Let me just.
That's sub goal for the campaign.
Heist
Collect.
successful.
bear
We can
rugs.
leave now.
Yeah. All right. Fancy
There
The,
you
weapon.
go.
the
On the
true
table.
objective of the heist. The bear rug.
Wow. Okay.
Bounce on the bed. Bounce on the bed. Bomb.
Oh man. Okay. Hey, as long as you guys are having fun, I guess it's all that matters.
But
Yeah,
are
at this
you,
point-
Tim? Are you having fun?
Just trying not to break immersion, but you guys are literally rampaging through this house right now like children.
Children.
Literally,
Children.
actual children.
All right. so,
Yeah, there's a rapier.
No
It looks
more
cool.
monkey.
Good job. You pick it up. All right, let's keep going.
wait. And everything.
What kind of magic is it?
Let me check. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
What
Ooh.
kind of jewels are on it?
Some shiny ones.
Shiny ones.
The black blade of this sword is crafted from mysterious arcane alloy. It
right, Mr.
doesn't have
Fancy
any
Pants.
doesn't have any gems. Necromancy? Yeah,
All right, we're
sure.
gonna drain the people's life essence with the rapier.
Yeah, we'll just go with necromancy. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we've got it now.
Yoink.
All right.
You guys are being all
Final
silly,
thing.
so I figured I could be all silly with my non-description of this blade.
Of
So
course you can.
okay, none of the keys work in this middle door, Black Star.
Wait. Before we do that,
hold
shouldn't
on.
we go to the study? What we believe over here, the room over here?
It was just a
No, there was
setting
nothing
room.
magic.
Nothing
It's
magic.
just-
in
Oh,
there.
Sitting
yeah.
room.
No
Nothing
magic
in
on
there. Yeah.
I'm going to unlock
Mm.
this door now.
Hold on.
You said the magical door lasts for 1 minute, right? The
It's
one you
1 minute.
brought-
Unless we dismiss it.
Unless you dismiss
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. How about once
ready.
Black Star unlocks the door, you draw the door right there,
I'm
so we
still
can
invisible,
leave.
by the
Yeah,
way.
you are, but the rest of us, apart from Zender right now, aren't.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So
So the only magic I can actually. Okay, so the only magic in the room is coming from him, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I would like to.
Rage.
I could just.
I would like to rage.
You said, are the windows covered by anything, like curtains?
The
Or
curtains
the windows,
are pulled closed, yeah, for the most part.
like closed, or like can I see into
You
the
can
room
see
at
in.
all?
You can see in a bit, yeah.
Why not
So I
just
could go
mage hand to
Misty
open the windows?
Or I could just misty step into the room and unlock the door from the inside.
Does that make any noise?
No.
Well, isn't there verbal components?
Well, on the outside, but
yeah,
I mean,
but
when
that's
you arrive.
when I. Yeah, when I arrive.
But then again, couldn't we just mage hand to unlock the window, move the curtains, use mage hand to unlock the doors, so that way you don't use a spell slot?
Yep, could do that too.
Mage hand.
Sure. It's fine. These doors are supposed to be unlocked with a key. Specifically, there aren't those little turning knobs.
Oh,
This
there
is-
aren't things? Then we can't do that.
Yeah.
We
All
have
right.
to do the picky.
Locksmith's Bane.
Or we just go in through the window.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been doing for a while.
Unless these windows are different.
Nope.
Have different locks on them.
Yeah, all right.
Then we probably just go in through the window.
Through the window.
He
23.
rolled. It's not a sleight of hand
Nah,
check
he
anyway, so
rolled.
it's fine. He rolled?
Oh,
Okay.
biscuits. All right. No, you're right. It's not a sleight of hand check.
And you're
Dexterity.
rolling with the locksmith's bane, you said, on this door,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
The dexterity check, and then I add my
Plus proficiency
Yeah.
and
pull-
your expertise.
And +3 for the. Well, he
Okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
have.
I
and
don't have expertise in these tools.
no, but you do have the lock stone, so you get another +1.
Oh, I do?
So dex, proficiency, +4.
Ability
Right.
check and saving throws. But, oh, yeah. So, dex, proficiency, +4.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's better. 20.
Wait,
So that's just dex. So you had.
So, because of my bardic abilities, I get a +1. I get
No, because you
Jack of
already
all
have
trades.
proficiency. No, he already has proficiency in Thieves' Tools.
Oh, yeah. And thieves tools.
Jack of all trades is if you don't have proficiency.
it's 23
Yep.
plus. It's 24 plus 3, essentially.
nice. Okay. Awesome.
27.
You had to beat a
Oh, it's
25.
no, it's 20,
27.
23.
23. Because it's the dexterity's already got the +4 to it. The +4.
Yeah, you had the +4. So you
Right.
20 there.
He's
You had
got
the
a plus. He's got a
proficiency.
+3 dexterity.
Yeah.
So the +4 is proficiency
Oh, yeah,
plus.
Plus that.
Plus
so it's
3
a 20,
from the locksmith
26.
thing.
26 is the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
But not a
26.
23. I already told you what the DC was, so.
We're good.
You succeeded.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't?
I did.
Okay.
Wow. Maybe you should listen more, Eric.
Uh huh.
Wait, my.
Yes, the music went away because I turned it off.
He's gonna be away just staring
Alright.
at us.
Remember the guidance.
Do I do that? We'd lose Pass Without a Trace.
Does guidance have concentration
Yes, it does.
for a minute? Oh yeah, it does. You're the only one with guidance, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm still invisible though. I can use my chronal shift.
Yeah,
But no, Black Star is also invisible right now, no?
they're both.
Is he
So-
invisible after
Yeah, I
doing
am.
an action?
Yeah, because it's either
An
invisibility
attack or a
stuff. If
spell.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It has to do with offensive stuff. So the two of you are invisible. I could also be invisible. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let the two of you go in, Xander and Overwatch, ready to stasis that guy.
I mean,
And
you could
Black
just
Stars.
chronal shift his perception check.
Wait a minute.
We got a couple of options for Xander
Yeah.
to be there, to be ready to do stuff.
But since are there any like candles in the room, stuff like that?
Hold on, lads.
Are you opening the door and looking inside?
Didn't Black Star? Well, I mean, we would have seen the light
Yeah.
coming through from the windows.
That's true. No, there's no
I-
light. There's no light. It's
All
just a
right.
little
So
tiny bit of
w-
moonlight coming in through the curtains.
Since both Black Star and Zender are able to see through magical darkness, why don't we just chuck a magical darkness in the room?
Can
No, I can't.
Blackstar? Blackstar can't.
No, I
Oh no, you can't. Oh, I
Black
think
Star
good.
No, he hasn't picked that up.
But
I'm not gonna.
because I made my spell sheet out to be more tailored towards stealth, I can use see invisibility, so I can see Black Star and make him reroll.
You would lose your own invisibility.
No,
No, it's
I
not
would.
concentration.
It's not concentration.
Yeah, but casting
But
a
I'd be
spell.
casting a
drops
spell though. You're
invisibility.
right. You're right.
No, but isn't it when you target another creature with a spell that it ends?
I think it just says cast a spell.
I think it just says cast a spell. Let me,
Yeah. it
when the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
So I'd have to do it and then recast invisibility, which is doable. But
All right.
I mean, would it be worth that, or I could just make him reroll the perception check?
Or we could draw the door, bum rush him, take the ring, and dip.
Just jump this guy. Dude,
I mean,
we'll
I
just
think
jump
that's
him.
the backup plan if he like wakes up and starts figuring out what's going on. I do
So-
darkness so he can't see.
Or why can't I open the
Go
door?
in.
Because I haven't unlocked it yet.
I picked it.
Are you opening the door?
Yes.
Did you check it for traps, numbnuts?
He didn't.
Nope.
GG, game over. GG, we're
3
blowing up.
fireballs.
We're blowing up. We're blowing up.
It couldn't be a fireball because the door isn't magical.
Thank God we rolled up new
Yeah, it'll
characters,
be a
guys.
just
GG's.
mundane trap.
Wait,
Can I
you
say-
just rolled up
can
new
I say I
characters,
checked it?
Jason? Come on.
I think
You're
I
months
would.
late.
We should have the door ready to go because it lasts for
A
a
minute.
number of minutes.
Yeah,
A minute.
no, just
Unless
a
for
minute.
a minute.
But how long does it take to draw
An
It's,
action,
An
probably?
action. It's an action.
an action? At that point, we could wait. Because what if it takes more than a minute to?
You think it's gonna
Find
take
a
more than 10
ring.
rounds?
I mean, I don't know.
Xander, Xander,
Oh,
where are you?
I'm over here.
Where? Come over here.
Where are you?
I'm at the door.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I just realized Black Star said he was looking at us disapprovingly when we came through from the
We
balcony.
can't see him.
You
do it,
would
though.
not see him.
He's invisibly looking at us disapprovingly. We can't see it, but we know what's happening.
I reach out for Xander wherever he is.
He's also invisible.
Yeah, I'm reaching. I don't know where he is, but I'm reaching. I'm just waiting
Yeah.
there with my hand out, just back and forth.
I'm walking, and all of a sudden I just get touched by a
Okay.
hand.
Hey, calm down. 1, 2, 3, heist. Come look at this door.
2, 3.
Are we?
Come lo-
Are
You're-
we metagaming
You've already
here?
unlocked
You've already
the door.
opened it.
Yes.
You're opening the door. That's what,
I'm
what you
gonna-
said. That's what you said you were doing.
That is what I said. I have been very careful. I'm getting tired, so I'm getting just distracted. But I would, if I was fully,
There were a lot of
Cognitive.
distractions tonight. Yeah, that's
there
true.
have been a lot of
Especially
people have
this-
been running
this
out.
last-
He also did start this heist saying he was going to be checking everything before
I
touching it.
said
did.
that. I did
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
been 30 to 45 minutes of just pure shenanigans, and poor Kyle hasn't
every-
said two
every
words
window
this
has-
entire session.
Yes.
I know that Kyle would say my character is not the character for heist missions. I guarantee that's what he's going to say. So he's just been silent this entire time.
It's
Um,
been silent.
Hey, neither
Go
was
ahead,
mine, man.
go
That's
ahead
why you
and
drink.
go ahead and make an investigation check to check for
Uh,
traps.
18.
I'm hoping this guy's awake.
This is a straight roll. Okay.
Yeah, because it was with advantage from Black Star, but I have disadvantage because I'm poisoned. Therefore, straight roll.
Neutral.
You make sure to get down low, left and right, at the top. Kind of like put your ear up against the door, just checking everything. Doesn't appear to be trapped. But you do hear what sounds like a very slight chuckle come from the other side of the door.
The hag.
He's awake.
Great.
The sound, just It's kind of like,
He's awake.
Or he laughs in his sleep.
That is also true.
Also true.
Question.
All right.
These are doors on the outside, right? There's no windows when we pass by.
No, there are the odd ones.
These are windows.
Yeah.
Were they open?
they
Nope. And there were curtains mostly covering them.
mostly covering them.
Okay, but they weren't open.
They were not open.
Not open.
Okay. Just making sure I couldn't do any prelim scouting. All right.
You technically could by going and like looking it through the window a little bit, and poof, Java there.
I am invisible.
So
Do I?
you're already at this door.
I know.
You've already unlocked it. I'm not sure what all the skepticism is
Which direction
about
does
opening
it
this door that you are sure is not trapped, but
I think he might be awake.
Does it open towards me or into the room?
it opens into the room.
Okay. And then if I open it, is the opening on the right hand side so I could maybe see like in that direction, or is it
They
to the left?
they both open in towards the room.
Oh, they're
so-
double doors.
It's
Got
a
it,
double.
got it,
It's double doors. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. All right, then
You
I'm
can
gonna
open the left one to.
the left one to kind of peer in and see, just very slowly and quietly, and see if I can, because it's dark,
Yeah.
right? We can't see any light coming from inside.
There is one plan here. And I'm gonna take out the chalk, put it lightly on the floor. Someone start drawing the door. Razir, cast darkness. I'm gonna hold him. We're gonna take the ring. Get the heck out of here.
All right, before
he's
you
awake,
do the
yeah.
darkness, shouldn't the people who aren't able to see in the darkness leave, or you do the
We're
door
casting
out?
it in the room.
All right, so the door is going to be outside of the darkness, right?
I mean, also,
Alright.
I'm just gonna. Xander and I will just guide everybody to the door.
Could just draw it in this room.
Yeah, door's gonna be here.
Yeah.
We're gonna. If he's awake, we stasis him, grab the ring, and leave.
Norman, did you bring the
Inside.
chest?
Did I bring the? Oh no.
It's in the other room.
We need to get that before we go. We should take it.
All right. I guess I'll start making my way. This
Making
door
my
up
way
here.
Wait,
is
jaunt
unlocked.
across the balcony.
Nah, we'll go up here.
You're gonna go up to the
Yeah, I'll
hallway.
go up that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it sneakily. So as soon as I open this door, like crack it open, I'm gonna look in the hallway.
You go and you look out into the hallway.
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me. Do you have dark vision, correct?
Yeah. Nothing.
The 7?
Yeah.
Coast is clear.
Nice.
As I'm,
All right.
as I'm slowly opening the door, do I see?
So we can cut back to that if you'd like. I just wanted
Yep,
to make sure
go
that
ahead,
everyone
Norman.
had their chance to do anything that they wanted to do at this point.
I mean, at this point, if we're not gonna like stealth anymore, should I just guidance whoever's gonna go grab the ring?
If he's awake, we drop stealth and we switch to that. Yeah.
All right. Do I need? Wait, just guidance.
Oh my god, guys.
So the door is unlocked. You just spent like 15, 20 minutes talking about standing outside this door. And
Mhm.
you just very, very slightly open the door and it makes a...
Is it dark inside the room?
It is dark,
Okay.
but what little bit of moonlight filters in through the windows, you see a large, hulking figure with a hood pulled over their head, sitting at the end of the bed. And the door is pulled from your hand and doesn't slam open, just opens. The figure stands there, one paw held outwards in front of them, with a small ring floating above their right hand Please, come in and join me for our conversation. Our friend is only sleeping. You have nothing to fear. And please, bring all of your companions.
He looks like he can see me.
He's not looking at you at all. Just a voice
Does he have
He's like
coming
looking
from the
straight
hood.
at. All right.
Looking straight ahead down at the ring and perhaps gazing out of the windows, out of the balcony and out towards the bay.
Quick question. In the one shot, I was able to move around with Thorn Whip. Would I be able to Thorn Whip the ring out of his hands?
We'll find out
Well, that's where
Wait,
we're
I
gonna
don't have
end
it.
next
anymore.
time.
Alright.
Next
So-
week.
Guys, what he forgot to tell us is that we leveled up right before this. Like, unlocking that door was a level up.
So
Anyways, so it was just 11:30 for me. Anyways, I figured that was a
Yeah.
good place to stop and not trying to get into whatever this is going to be.